Following is an exclusive presentation of the Nebraska Rural Radio Association. This is the Platte Valley Company's pregame show, brought to you by Platte Valley Companies, your premier provider of financial services. Live from the Logos broadcast booth, it's the Platte Valley Company's pregame show.
Another home edition of Saturday Night Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the Western Nebraska Pioneers will look to clinch a winning homestand against the Liberal BJs. Thank you very much for joining us this evening from Oregon Trail Park in the Logos broadcast booth. My name is Carson Trail. The Pios have played a couple of nice games in succession, a walk-off victory coming on Friday night. Yesterday, they dominated the Liberal BJs, the second of two to be played in just a few moments. We'll have our Platte Valley Company's pregame show, followed by the anthem and the lineups next.
Right now at Viera Wireless, we're celebrating the season of our loving moms, our hardworking dads, and our new and hopeful grads. Show them appreciation with one of our best deals ever. Get half off any tablet when you buy a phone with the new or renewed line. That includes the latest generation tablets from Apple and Samsung. You can also get them a new Samsung Galaxy S23 on us when you buy another one with trade-in. For more information, visit your local Viera store today. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
At Russell's Automotive in Scottsbluff, they believe in providing the best auto repair services and warranties to their customers. That's why they're excited to announce their new coast-to-coast nationwide warranty through the Certified Auto Repair Network. With every repair they make, you'll receive a 36-month or 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor honored nationwide. Their ASC certified technicians use the latest diagnostic tools and equipment to make sure your car is running like new. And with their new nationwide warranty, you can travel worry-free knowing that you're covered no matter where you go. So come on down to Russell's Automotive in Scottsbluff today and experience the best in auto repair services and warranty. Call them now to schedule your appointment.
When you decide to sell your car, there are so many more options than ever before. Do not overlook Team Auto Center as a top-rated buyer for your old vehicle. No need to trade it in on a new one. Team Auto Center will give you a fair market price for your vehicle with no expectation of you purchasing from us. Come experience the difference at Team Auto Center or visit us online at teamautocenter.net.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
Back inside the Logos broadcast booth, this is our Scottsbluff screen printing pregame interview featuring head coach of the Pioneers, Brendan Nelson. Coach, you have 2 wins to open up the homestand. What does that do to the clubhouse, and what are the vibes in the dugout right now?
Really good, really energetic, especially when you beat good teams, and we face some really good competition here, and so everyone's excited, everyone's upbeat. It's always fun to win, but it's even more fun to win at home. So guys are excited. We're just ready to go again today.
Talked a little bit with Griffin Robinson in our post-game interview yesterday. You're really insistent that the Larks are going to come out with a lot of different looks, almost like they're a different team. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
It's kind of similar to like when we played Hayes, and we beat up on them pretty good in game 1, and and that sometimes can be a wake-up call to some teams, and we fell victim to it ourselves of coming out flat, and so I expect a completely different team, and it's a really good team across the diamond, so it's not one of those things where they're going to roll out and just take that loss and just be defeated about it. They're all good players, good coaching staff. They're going to come out ready to play, and they don't want to go home with 2 losses, so they're going to come out and do everything they can to beat us.
And they're giving you a different look today compared to the left-hander that got the ball in game 1 of this series. Tyson Carlton, a very tall right-handed pitcher with a great fastball. He's on the hill today. What's the plan of attack against him?
Just the same thing as always. We try not to focus too much on who we're facing. We just try to stay within our game plan and what we try to focus on, and I feel like personally our team does really well at hitting velocity for the most part. So if a guy throws hard, I think we're okay. Now obviously I don't know how hard he could, but if he's pretty firm, those are always tough to figure out. But if we stay within ourselves and not try to do too much and just keep the lineup moving like we did last night, I mean we rolled out 20 hits, and I don't believe we hit a single ball over the fence. So if we can stay with that and say, hey, if one gets out, that's great, but we want to try and push the lineup and create chaos on the base paths and havoc for the defense to have to deal with. So if we can do that, no matter who we face, we're going to be in a good spot.
So we've talked about the offense. Let's talk a little bit about the pitching. Landon Murray gets the ball for you today. The pitching staff didn't really attack as much yesterday. How important is it that a guy like Murray is the one to set the tone?
It's huge. Like you said, we haven't got the best starts the past couple of days. Our bullpen's picked us up pretty well for the most part, and Landon is a guy who his previous 2 starts, as we've seen, he's going to attack hitters. He doesn't care who he faces, and I expect to see the same thing from him that I've seen from him for years. And so it is huge though, because you don't want to just tire out your bullpen if you have to get guys out early. So be good to see him get deep into this game.
Lastly, a couple of new guys on the roster reporting today: Jet Ruby and Cam Snyder, 2 players from Fresno State, a strong program from the Central Valley in California. What can you tell us about them?
Both freak athletes. Today's the first day they took part in pregame activities. They showed up in the middle of the game last night, so obviously they didn't do anything. Not going to play today just because, travel, letting them get their feet under them a little bit and figuring out how we do things and just being around everybody. But really impressed with what I've seen from them. They showed up here for early work today, and both extremely athletic, very talented. What you would expect to go to a program like Fresno State, and you can see why they're there. So really excited for them to be a part of this team. They're really going to help us out, and they're going to be in the lineup tomorrow, so it's going to be a lot of fun to see them.
Very excited to see them in the lineup as well, Coach. Thank you very much. This has been our Scottsbluff Screen Printing pregame interview. See Shane and his crew at Scottsbluff Screen Printing for all of your summer and fall sports needs. More on our Platte Valley Company's pregame show when we return.
Are you ready to put down roots into a home you love? Hi, my name is Jennifer Yurdi-Ellis, and I'm a loan officer at Castle & Cook Mortgage. I've been proud to serve the great people of the Panhandle since 2015. If you're ready to make the leap into homeownership, give me a call at 308-220-0503. That's 308-220-0503.
Jennifer Yurdi-Ellis, NMLS ID 1059626. Not all who apply will qualify. Equal housing lender, Castle & Cook Mortgage, LLC, NMLS ID 1251.
What's your plan? Hi, I'm Kevin Carmody, Life and Health Producer at J.G. Elliott Insurance Center. Are you an individual needing life, health, disability, or long-term care insurance? Are you a business owner wanting to offer or enhance your group health and ancillary benefits? If so, give me a call at 308-635-2023. Together, we can build a plan that meets your needs today, tomorrow, and well into the future.
J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Floyd's Truck Center began with a single operation in Scottsbluff. Today, the company serves the trucking industry with 9 locations, and at all 9, you will find service departments with factory-trained technicians, fully stocked parts departments, and knowledgeable staff. So when you're on the road in Sidney, Cheyenne, Casper, Gillette, Rock Springs, Rapid City, Fort Pierre, or Belgrade, Montana, service and convenience are just ahead with Floyd's Truck Center.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
Just about to get underway here at Oregon Trail Park. Thank you very much for joining us again for some more Pioneers baseball on the radio. The Pios and the Liberal BJs playing the second of 2, the middle 2 games of a 4-game homestand for the Pios before they embark on their first real road trip of the year down to Colorado. They'll play the Cage Rats for 3 games in 2 days. And they will also play the Game Day Angels, a rematch of this Friday's and the upcoming Sunday contest in the works very, very soon. The Pios victorious yesterday, really dominated early. They punched the BJs in the mouth, so to speak, and ended up being victorious by a score of 14-7. A 6-run first inning chased the starting pitcher, Ethan Calder, after just 2/3 of an inning. 7 of 9 starters reached at least 2 times in the game for the Pios. They racked up, I believe, 20 hits. Just an absurd line. And they only worked a few walks, so it's really just getting good pitches to hit and putting the ball in play and letting the good things happen. Hard contact, that was real key to their success yesterday. The pitching staff, however, saw a little bit less success. Of course, 14 runs more than enough, but Dallin Turner with not his best outing, quite a few earned runs and a truncated outing. They left him out for 4 innings, one of his longest appearances of the year, but he allowed 7 earned runs, striking out 2 and walking 4. The Pios actually walked 11 batters, 11 opposing batters, that it is, yesterday. And that's something that Brandon Nelson really sending the right guy to the mound to improve that number. Landon Murray will get the ball for the third time this year officially. The 6'3", 205-pound right-hander, the junior out of University of St. Thomas in Texas. Tyler Bryant's been pegged as the ace of this staff, but Murray has arguably been even better this season. In 10 innings pitched, he's struck out 15 and allowed 0 earned runs. It's so important for him to build off his last outing, a complete game, despite it only being a 5-inning affair, not allowing a run and punching out 8. Not allowing an earned run, rather. He allowed 1 unearned tally as a result of a couple of defensive mistakes. So Landon Murray, really a strike thrower by trade. He'll be aggressive with 3 pitches, a sinking fastball, plus a good changeup and a good slider. So that's really what it takes to set the tone early on in the game for the rest of the pitching staff. A guy like Murray, so important, as we heard just a few moments ago from head coach Nelson. Opposing him, the BJs trying to get back on the right side of get back in the win column, that is. They will send Tyson Carlton, the big and very tall right-hander from Prairie View A&M University, and is located in Texas, of course. He just transferred to that university this year after throwing 29 2/3 innings at Dallas College at Eastfield. He averaged 10 strikeouts per 9 innings, and he's got a very heavy fastball. So one of the keys for the BJs today, really having him attack the zone. BJ's pitchers really found themselves in deep counts as they face the Pioneers. As we will pause in just a moment for our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight on the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now it's time for our starting lineups for today. Beginning with the visiting Liberal BJs, it'll be Colton Kaiser, the center fielder, batting leadoff. Owen May is at shortstop. He is batting second. Walker Polk is the DH. He is batting third. Ethan Calder, last night's starting pitcher. He is in right field with an outstanding arm. He is batting cleanup. Derek Lukes, the catcher today. He is batting fifth. Mateo Garcia, back at third base, hitting sixth. River Jackson, he is at second base, batting seventh. Jackson Schofield, he is at first base, batting eighth. And Owen Barger rounds out this Liberal BJ's lineup. He is batting ninth. And, of course, for the hosting Pioneers, a little bit of a different look today. Some guys getting some time off. James Lehman is the leadoff hitter today, off to a very hot start. He's playing shortstop. Austin Burkhoff filling in for Logan Tribble in left field. Isaiah Gibbs, who has hit the ground running since his return after a weekend off. He is batting third, playing right field. Garrett Fisher, the DH today, batting fourth. Aiden Orr, the second baseman, bats fifth. Griffin Robinson at third base today. For the second straight game, he is batting sixth. Jacob Lang is the catcher. He is batting seventh. Michael Asensio at first base. He is batting eighth. And Hunter McCollum in the lineup for the first time in a few days. He is playing center field and batting ninth. So, the right-hander Landon Murray on the mound, totaling 10 innings on the season, 15 strikeouts, no earned runs, 4 walks, and 7 hits. So he has been nothing short of fantastic, and he and Tyler Bryant have been forming a real two-headed monster for the Pioneers. Bryant will get the ball tomorrow, and Landon Murray taking the ball today for Brandon Nelson's squad. Our first pitch is presented by Papa Murphy's Pizza. It's love at 425 degrees, and don't forget to register for the Papa Murphy's Text Club for a sweet deal. Landon Murray on the mound, setting at the belt, wearing the home whites, winds and throws, and gets a called strike at the knees to Colton Kaiser. Kaiser batting right-handed in center field for the second straight game as he swings and reaches for a fastball, lifting it up and out of play down the right side. A quick 0-2 count to Landon Murray, who really thrives when he gets the hitters down in 2-strike counts. Colton Kaiser waits. Here's the pitch, and it gets up and in, and it glances off his back and heads right to the backstop. So an unfortunate beginning for Landon Murray. He gets the two-strike count immediately and then plunks Colton Kaiser to begin this game. Some of the issues for the pitching staff this year has been free bases. They walked 11 yesterday. The game before that, they hit 4 batters, walked 3, and the defense made 3 errors. So Landon Murray already pitching from the stretch in this game as Kaiser still taking his time to walk that hit by pitch off. It looked like a glancing blow from here, but it might have gotten a bit more of a piece of him than we initially suspected. It kind of hit him right between the shoulder blades, just north of the number on the back of his jersey. Now Owen May, the shortstop and right-handed batter, up with a runner at first and nobody out. There's a ball in the dirt. Jacob Lang, the catcher, he picks it out. The defense behind Murray, it is Burkhoff, McCollum, and Gibbs, the outfield from left to right, the best arm with Gibbs out in right field. Robinson at third, Lehman at short, or at second, and DeCencio at first. And there's a strike on the outside corner with the fastball to even the count. Jacob Lang is the catcher tonight, giving Ben Clark a night's rest. There's a pretty deep catching rotation in the works for the Pioneers. Lang, who started opening day, as there's a slide step and a pitch is chopped foul out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of fastballs early from Landon Murray. Owen May with a runner at first and nobody out. Colton Kaiser, who runs very well. Relatively conservative lead with DeCencio holding. Slide step and the pitch is inside. Not by a whole lot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Infield, double play depth. The third baseman, Robinson, playing just behind the baseline. DeCencio holding the runner at first, meaning there's a big hole in the right side. And that one's reached for and dribbled down the first baseline. Foul. Glove by DeCencio in foul territory. DeCencio starting at first base today after he did not have an outstanding defensive game at third to open the homestand. He's been very productive on offense, though. That's why it's so important to keep him in the lineup. The pitch comes, and a hard hit ball, foul, bounced down the third base line. So Owen May working line to line, but he's unable to keep it fair thus far. Murray already on the mound. He's ready to go. He looks in. Now he comes set. Murray slides up in the pitch. Swing and a line drive out toward right field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. Gibbs races in to cut it off, and now a backdoor throw to second, and they got the runner caught between second and third. Kaiser, a flip to third base. Robinson running it back the other direction. He's going to run and tag him out himself. What a play by Isaiah Gibbs. That ball was hit very softly out toward right field. Gibbs came up throwing, and he backdoored him towards second. Colton Kaiser rounded second base and made a turn, and Gibbs, anticipating that, made a snap throw right behind him. Owen May gets a single, but a runner forced out as the first out of this first inning. Owen May at first now for Walker Polk. Polk, a powerful switch hitter, batting left-handed, and he takes low and in the dirt, dug out by Lang. And he stares the runner May back. Nothing to nothing. Just underway, the BJs and the Pios here in the first. And Fields once again playing for a pair. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, laying down to his knees to block it, and it trickles gently away. Not far enough for May to be thinking about advancing. 2 balls, no strikes. Polk, a slightly open stance, big and strong at first base yesterday. Here's the pitch, and a called strike. A fastball right on the black over the inside corner. 2-1. Ethan Calder, a dangerous left-handed batter, is on deck. Here's Murray pitching, and a changeup is ripped down the right field line. That's going to get in there for a base hit. Out near the corner, Isaiah Gibbs gloves it in foul territory. He's going to wheel around and fire it in on the fly to Asensio on the edge of the infield grass. And that will keep May from advancing any farther than third base on the 1-out double. That was a changeup up in the zone. And Murray again in a 2-strike count. An opportunity to get some weak contact. Instead, surrenders a very hard hit ball to Walker Polk ahead of the dangerous Ethan Calder. Calder batting left-handed at Baylor University. A two-way player. He got the ball for the BJs yesterday and had an outing to forget. There's a called strike and a snap throw to third base and diving in safely, Owen May. 1 out on the bases already for the BJs. A hit by pitch on what looked like a single turned in to something of a fielder's choice. The 0-1 is swung and hit very softly out towards second base on the ground. Orr is up with it and he snapped the throw to first, and it's wide of Asensio, and it goes almost into the dugout. They're going to say that that was out of play. And as a result, on a careless mistake and an unforced error from Aiden Orr, Calder is going to advance to second base, and 2 runs come in to score. So that is a very unfortunate turn of events to give the BJs a 2-0 lead. That ball looked as routine as can be, but Orr, perhaps with too much time on his hands, looked like he rushed the throw. Asensio just helplessly watched it go by and poked at it with his glove. Runner at second, 1 out. The pitch is a called strike to Derek Lukes, the catcher for today. So Calder aboard on the E4. He's at second base. Right-handed batter Derek Lukes swings and hits one hard on the ground towards second, or up with it. He takes his time and this time makes an accurate throw to first. Hits Asensio right in his chest in plenty of time. On the play, Calder advances to third. So nicely done by Orr that time to avoid any further trouble. Now 2 outs, a runner at third for the third baseman today, Mateo Garcia. Garcia doubled yesterday, and he takes a sinking fastball at the knees for a called strike. So Landon Murray, despite having allowed 3 runs on his season, has yet to allow an earned tally. An E4 allowing a pair to come across the plate. 2-0 the Pios trail in the first, and there's a swing and a ball tipped foul. Goes to the backstop. 0-2. Garcia, left-handed batter. At third base today. Slightly open stance. Aiden Orr playing him to pull. Here's the pitch. Swing, and there's a line drive towards center field. Racing in McCollum, and he has to play it on a bounce, a base hit. So Calder comes in and scores easily. Third hit of the inning and the third run. This one driven in by Mateo Garcia on the single. So every mistake so far has costed the Pioneers. 3-0 they trail, as that'll bring up River Jackson. Jackson, a California kid from San Joaquin Delta Community College. California kid, I use that loosely as he swings over the top of fastball, strike 1. Delta College is one of the more prestigious junior colleges in the way of baseball in California. They routinely send guys to schools like Fullerton, San Diego State, Cal Poly, Sacramento State. There's a slide step and a pitch, and a sinking fastball up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. So River Jackson playing for the very established summer ball program of the Liberal BJs. He's hoping to get some extra at-bats. Here's the pitch. Very high and inside. A two-seam fastball. And it's 2-1. And to get Jackson out of the way that time, he did. Garcia at first after the run-scoring single. 3-0 the Pios trail. Slide step in the pitch. Swing and a comebacker right to Landon Murray. He's got it in plenty of time. Jogging toward the first base bag. He underhands to Asensio. And the inning is over. So the Pios, defensive mistakes coming back to bite them early on. 3 runs on 3 hits and 1 error with the man stranded. As we head to the last of the first, it is the BJs 3 and the Pios coming up on the West Coast scoreboard.
It's time to change up your pizza nights because Papa Murphy's now offers calzones. Whether you try their Buffalo Ranch chicken, pepperoni, and mozzarella or create your own, each one is hand-braided and filled with the freshest ingredients tucked into their scratch-made dough. Then you bake it to golden perfection so you can enjoy it hot out of your oven. It's the perfect addition to every take-and-bake occasion. So get your hands on a calzone today from Papa Murphy's. Order now at papamurphys.com.
At Wells Fargo Advisors, we've found that clients appreciate a planning process that adjusts to the twists and turns of their lives. If you're rethinking your life's goals, the Envision process can help you try on your ideas before committing to them. Maybe you're thinking about retiring early or starting your own business. Your Envision plan can tell you how adding a goal like that could affect your ability to reach your objectives. For more information, call Ryan Windhorst today at 632-7561. Again, that's 632-7561.
Investment in insurance products, not FDIC insured, no bank guarantee may lose value. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ trailer dealer as well as a full-service welding and fabrication shop. As your PJ dealer, they have lots of options from dump trailers and bumper pull dumps to equipment tilts, super wides, car haulers, and utilities. These PJ trailers are built in Texas to hold up to the hard-working professional using them. Come see the quality for yourself. 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710 to find what you're looking for. If it's not in stock, they can get it for you. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
Last of the first inning means it's time for our Keys to the Game, presented by Team Auto Center, home of the lifetime warranty on every new vehicle from Team Auto. Team Auto Center. The key to the game for the Pioneers is stay sharp after the blowout. They won by 7 yesterday, 14-7 the final, and it is so important to make positive adjustments on offense to stay aggressive against the very talented right-hander Tyson Carlton. Carlton, a big, strong right-hander. Fastball, slider guy. Fastball has some life. Slider has some bite. That's usually a pretty good combination. And Carlton able to utilize that in his prior year at Dallas College of Eastfield. That earns him a transfer to Prairie View A&M in Texas. Here's the first pitch to the left-handed batting James Lehman. He takes up and away, ball 1. 3-0, the Pioneers are trailing here in the last of the first. No earned runs against Landon Murray. 2 of those came by an error, and that run would later come around to score. There's a pitch missing low. 2 balls and no strikes. James Lehman, Austin Burkhoff, and Isaiah Gibbs. Carlton working from the stretch, the tall right-hander. Kicks and deals, and a fastball up and away, 3-0. James Lehman moving from the 9th spot to the leadoff spot, giving Coy Carpenter a day off. He's been a very tough out, the rising sophomore from Wofford. The kick and pitch is in the dirt, ball 4. So Lehman already has his 5th walk in a Pioneers uniform, despite it being only his 3rd game. He's aboard to start things off for the Pioneers here in the first. So up next, Austin Burkhoff. Burkhoff, right-handed batter. Slightly closed stance with Lehman leading. There's a step off and a throw to first. Schofield, the first baseman, applies the tag, but far too late. The outfield from left to right, Barger, Kaiser, and Calder, the best arm with Calder over there in right field. There's a pitch missing inside with a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes, and 5 straight pitches have not found the zone from Tyson Carlton. Step off and another throw to first, and this one a bit closer. Tyson Carlton didn't even come set before he tried to catch James Lehman napping. Lehman stole the base yesterday. He's a threat to run. Pitch on the way. A called strike, a live fastball right in the outside corner. It's 1-1. The rest of the defense for the BJs, Garcia at third, May at shortstop, Jackson at second, and Schofield at first. And there's a pitch that, or rather a step off and a throw to first, and that one got a good piece of James Lehman. He gets up, but not before wincing as he wears the pickoff throw in his back. That trickles gently away, not far enough for him to advance. Step off another throw to first, and a tag snaps down by Schofield. Spelled C-S-C-H-O-F-I-E-L-D. Pretty big lead over there for Lehman. I can understand why Carlton is being careful. Slide step in the pitch. A big breaking ball down and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Pios trying to answer after the 3 spot in the top of the first. Carlton checks on the runner at first. Now he sets. Here's the pitch. Way outside and low. Fielded very skillfully by Lukes as he picked that one out of the dirt. That was a breaking ball, and, well, I think it's safe to say that Burkhoff can sit dead red fastball. Burkhoff's got some power, but he really excels at putting the bat on the ball. Lehman, the fast runner, over at first, step off throw to first, and once again he is back safely. Lehman is giving the impression that he knows himself very well. He knows how fast he can get back to a base. He knows how much space he can get off on a leadoff. Burkhoff moving his elbows. Here's the pitch. Up and inside, ball 4. So 2 straight walks for the Pioneers here in the first. Up next, Isaiah Gibbs. Gibbs, a big and strong right-handed batter. He went 3 for 6 yesterday with a double and 2 runs scored. He also drove in a run. So he was the guy to really help get the Pios out of their struggles with runners in scoring position as he takes in the dirt a first pitch breaking ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. The Pioneers, who had struggled so much in these big moments, well, that narrative was flipped on its head yesterday. Isaiah Gibbs a big part of that. Right-handed batter, feet together in his stance, takes, looks like a cut fastball over the outside corner, and it's 1-1. Tyson Carlton struggling here in the first. 2 straight walks, and is now facing the dangerous Gibbs. Infield playing for a pair. Carlton, a long look at second. Now he pitches, and a big breaking ball called, strike 2. And that's the first 2 strike count, albeit against a guy who is very difficult to set down by way of the K. Gibbs has 1 strikeout this year, and it came 2 games ago after he had 3 days off. Here's Carlton's 1-2. It is outside. That was a fastball with a lot of life to it. 2-2. Lehman at second and Burkhoff at first. The Pios down 3 here in the last of the first inning. Here's Carlton looking in. Checking on the runner at second, Lehman. Here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive into right field, a base hit. Coming to third, Lehman. He's going to be waved home. Here comes the throw. It is towards second base as James Lehman comes in to score. What a piece of hitting by Isaiah Gibbs. That was a breaking ball down and almost out of the strike zone, but Isaiah Gibbs stayed with it and lined it the other way to make it 3-1 BJs. Gibbs comes through, and 3 straight batters have reached against Tyson Carlton. The BJs, who have really been on a long road trip and have had much of their depth expunged to this point, they would really like to get some length from Carlton. In terms of more comparable length to yesterday's arm, the bar is on the floor, really. The starter yesterday for the BJs only lasted 2/3 of an inning as there's a first pitch swing and a foul back by Garrett Fisher. Fisher, a very versatile DH type. We've seen him behind the plate, at third base, at second base, and he even has the athleticism to play in the outfield. The right-handed batter takes upstairs. Looks like a firm changeup. 1 ball, 1 strike. Burkhoff now at second, advancing no further than station to station after the RBI single. Fisher waits. Now the pitch. Swing, and that one's hit in the air down the right field line. Calder giving chase deep. Way back there, it is a foul ball. That was on the edge of the warning track. Garrett Fisher with a wry smile, if not a grimace on his face as he walks back. That didn't have home run distance, but that was certainly hit very well, and it's 1-2. Fisher with 1 home run on the year. That was to left field. The weather today, relatively clear skies, cloud covering high overhead. It looked as though the wind would be blowing in from left field for the first time this year. And there's a breaking ball upstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But the hitter-friendly conditions have returned. At least for the time being, the wind blowing out toward left field. Check that, now it's blowing in. Here's the pitch, and a breaking ball. Strike 3 called, right about belt high. Fisher knew it, but just waited for confirmation from the home plate umpire before he walks back. So he set down. Burkhoff at second, Gibbs still at first, now with 1 away. So up next, Aiden Orr. Orr got the day off yesterday, and he made a defensive mistake that costed the Pios 2 runs. Now they trail 3-1. He takes very high with a fastball from Tyson Carlton, ball 1. Or a deceptively strong left-handed battery. He's not all that big, only weighing in at about 165 pounds, but he's got a very smooth swing. And his mechanics are borderline flawless as the 1-0 is outside, a fastball missing. 2-0. To Carlton's credit, many of his pitches have been borderline at worst that he wound up missing, but he's not getting a whole lot of help from Lukes, the catcher. The 2-0 pitch, and a big swing and a miss. An elevated fastball in the outer half. The count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Runners lead after an RBI single from Gibbs. Here's the pitch, and a shot hit foul. The on-deck batter, Griffin Robinson, had to hit the deck that time, although it cleared him by a sizable distance. 2-2. Infield at double play depth. Or facing the right-hander Carlton waits. Here's the pitch, and he swings and misses, strike 3. So 2 straight walks, a single, and then 2 straight strikeouts. That's how the day's gone for Tyson Carlton. So in for his first shot, Griffin Robinson. Robinson with an outstanding game yesterday, earning player of the game honors. 2 for 3, a walk, and 2 hit by pitches. Here's the pitch, and he swings at a low breaking ball and comes up empty, 0-1. That was in the dirt, in fact. Lukes did a good job of smothering it. Burkhoff at second, Gibbs at first. Now 2 men out. Pios down by 2. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. That time the fastball, and, well, Robinson saw it as a ball out of hand. Two on, 2 out. The Pios hoping to chip away after the early 3-run deficit was trimmed down to 3-1. The pitch in the dirt, and that gets through the catcher Lukes. It goes to the backstop, and that was just a pass ball, a breaking ball, and Lukes didn't even realize he missed it until the runners started moving. So now Burkhoff is at third and Gibbs is at second. A single could tie the game. Tyson Carlton working very hard in this first inning against Griffin Robinson. Robinson, the powerful right-handed bat, choked up. A slightly open stance. Here's the stretch. Breaking ball way outside. And that time, Lukes reached down to backhand it after leaving his crouch. Kept that one in front. 3-1. A base open ahead of Jacob Lang. Robinson, a very dangerous batter. He's battled some injuries this year, but last night arguably had his best performance in a Pio's uniform. The 3-1. It is low and away in the dirt ball 4. It bounces away from the catcher, Lukes. But Luke's able to corral it just close enough for neither Burkhoff nor Gibbs to think about moving up. So Robinson, if nothing else, works the inning's third walk, and that'll bring up Jacob Lang. Bases loaded now, with 2 men out here in the first. 3-1, the Pios are trailing. An early opportunity to strike back in this game. Isaiah Gibbs with the only hit drove in the Pios' only run thus far, and now Jacob Lang takes a breaking ball on the outside corner for a called strike. Carlton really likes going to that pitch early in counts. Not the chase pitch, not a get me over, but still a quality strike. Here's the stretch, and a breaking ball down and away. Nearly in the dirt. Lang did well not to chase. 1 ball and 1 strike. Lang, strong right-handed batter. But the wind's working against him now. He waits. The pitch in the dirt. Carlton missing very consistently, and just as much credit to the catcher, Lukes, to prevent any further damage. Bases loaded. Burkhoff at third, Isaiah Gibbs at second, and Robinson at first. Speed and athleticism on the base paths. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Very high, and a friendly bounce gets back to the catcher. He underhands to the pitcher covering, the run coming home. Burkhoff, and he slides in feet first and safely. It looked as though Tyson Carlton may have gotten spiked on that play too. On the play, Gibbs advanced to third, Robinson to second, and a very wild pitch indeed. A fastball that just went over everything. And now it's 3-2. The tying run just 90 feet away, and a 3-1 count to Jacob Lang. Michael Asensio, the number 8 hitter, on deck. Here's the 3-1, and it is a strike right on the outside corner. Lang looks a little bit surprised at that, but then nods his head. That was about as far away as he'll go. 3-2. The score in the last of the first. Lang about to see a payoff pitch. Carlton delivers. Swinging in a high fly ball foul. Well, foul down the right side, out of play. 3-2. One more time to Jacob Lang. Lang, the opening day catcher, was really grinding behind the plate. And now they're starting to have him in on a rotational basis. Last night it was Ben Clark, now Lang, catching Landon Murray. Here's another payoff pitch. Swing and a bouncing ball out towards shortstop. To glove it, May. He snaps the throw across toward first base, and it pulls Schofield off bag. He dives to glove it, but apparently his foot did not stay on. The field umpire was explicit and clear, and that'll be an E6. The mistakes now coming for the BJs. In to score Isaiah Gibbs, and advancing to third base, Griffin Robinson. So now Michael Asensio. Asensio, despite batting 8th, was one of the more dangerous hitters for the Pioneers yesterday. 2 for 4, a double, and 3 runs batted in. Runners at the corners. The first pitch is swung in line drive right at the first baseman Schofield. He makes the catch to protect himself as much as it was to end the inning. But the Pios evened it up despite only getting 1 hit, 3 walks, and an error in the inning. As we head to the second inning, it is 3-3 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Garden fresh strawberry sweetness at Perkins. You know it the moment you step in the door. Perkins Restaurant and Bakery welcomes you, and right now enjoy Perkins Strawberry Freshtival. Strawberry waffles, French toast, pancakes, and crepes. Fresh strawberry, walnut, and grilled chicken salad, and end your meal with a piece of fresh strawberry pie. Summer means strawberries at Perkins. You come to the right place. Perkins Restaurant and Bakery. Bring your appetite. We'll take care of the rest. Highway 26 and Avenue B in Scottsbluff.
Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture in Scottsbluff supports the Western Nebraska Pioneers, treating your chiropractic needs from newborn to 100 years old. Dr. Levi Bolin can treat all your hurts, pains, aches, and injuries. If you're experiencing pain in your head, neck, shoulders, arms, mid, or lower back, or down your legs, call for an appointment today. Advantage Chiropractic is also fully certified with Optum VA. If you know a veteran that needs chiropractic care, call Levi today. Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture, 308-633-1425. Go Pios. Fender bender, hailstorm, couldn't stop on the ice in time. After everyone is safe, Scottsbluff Body and Paint should be the first call you make. There isn't a better shop in the area. Our highly skilled team is experienced at performing all auto body repair and paint jobs. Stop by anytime and speak to one of our technicians, and we'll do a full inspection to show you just how little our repair services will cost you. Our work is not complete until your car is safe and you're on the road again. Call today, Scottsbluff Body and Paint, 225-6408.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
So not the cleanest of first innings for either side as we head to the second in a 3-3 tie. Not many earned runs today as Landon Murray back on the mound. He swings, and there's a comebacker hit by Jackson Schofield right back to the mound. Murray jogs over and underhands to first in time, and a very quick out, number one. So Schofield not even up long enough for us to tell you that he was making his series debut for the BJs. Up next, Owen Barger, the right-handed batter. Rounding out this lineup, he takes a strike, a sinking fastball, about belt high, 0-1. Here's Murray pitching with a lot of urgency here as he misses in the dirt with the sinker. A ball and a strike. Base is empty, one man out. It is outside. Fastball missing, 2-1. Owen Barger, the left fielder for today. Feet about shoulder width apart. Angles his bat toward the field of play as he swings and misses. 2-2. The problem with that, in general, if you don't have your wrists sorted out by the time you start your swing, you might just be a bit late. Too early to tell, but the timing was certainly a bit tardy as a slider misses in the dirt from Landon Murray. And it's 3-2. Pios and BJs knotted at 3. The 3-2 is a check swing and a miss, strike 3. So Barger, a check swing on a high pitch, kind of bites the dust there. Almost as though he were swinging at a piñata. So Barger set down, and the lineup will now turn over for Colton Kaiser. Kaiser was hit by a pitch in his previous at-bat, despite him being in an 0-2 count. Right-handed batter, a lot of speed. Here's the pitch, and a ball lifted foul out of play. A very late swing, and it's 0-1. Our game stats are presented by Advantage Chiropractic. Dr. Levi Bolin at Advantage Chiropractic in Scottsbluff, treating all of your chiropractic needs from 0 to 100 years old, athletes and veterans. And there's a swing and a softly hit ball to the left side. Over to his left, Robinson has it, cuts it off, and fires to first in time. We'll be back with our game stats as Landon Murray has a very quick and clean inning. We head to the last of the second. 3-3 the score on the West Coast scoreboard.
We love our communities and want to high-five those who live in them with our 5 for 5 CD promotion. Right now, we are offering 5.00% APY on new money 5-month certificates of deposit. Stop in to any branch and talk with a personal banker for this 5-tastic deal. We're local and we love our community. Riverstone Bank, member FDIC. The annual percentage yield is effective June 6, 2023 and is subject to change without notice. Penalties may apply for early withdrawal. A minimum $500 deposit is required to open. New money only. Interest compounded quarterly. Public and institutional funds are excluded. Will reprice upon renewal at the current 6-month CD rate.
Our producers know that running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
It takes a lot to run your business, and a lot has changed. What hasn't changed is the professional partnership with your business in E&H CPAs and Management Consultants. When you include our team, we will develop a plan to assist you with your accounting, tax planning, valuation services, and even litigation support and exit planning. Then you can focus on day-to-day responsibilities. Troy Hilliard will guide your business into the future. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC. Innovative, trusted, proven. 308-633-6800.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
So we're in the last of the second inning, 3-3 the score. The Pios and the BJs deadlocked here in Game 2 of this two-game series. The BJs and Pios, to contrast in terms of their level of establishment, the BJs have been around for the better part of the last century as Hunter McCollum swings and hits a shot on the first pitch down the left field line, and it's out of play. 0-1. McCollum, then the top of the lineup, due for the Pioneers. Tyson Carlton, after struggling through the first inning, back on the mound as he throws, and a slider misses downstairs. McCollum, the Scottsbluff native, in left field today, the super utility man. We've seen him at short, at third base, and now getting the opportunity to play in the outfield today as he rolls one on the ground to third. Garcia has it, throws to first, and it is just in time. McCollum was really hustling. But out number one. So now James Lehman. Lehman has drawn 5 walks since his debut a couple of days ago, and he's only been retired once. Left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. And it is a little bit low. James Lehman from Wofford College. His teammate Logan Tribble was scratched from the lineup today. Instead, Austin Burkhoff is playing left field, and there's a ball in the dirt. So, Lehman ahead in the count now against Tyson Carlton. Lehman, a guy, as we've seen, not afraid to take his walks. A fast runner. Really not a guy you want to put on base for free. Here's the stretch. And the 2-0 is hit on the ground up the middle. To his left, May has it. He tries to come up with it cleanly, but he cannot. It hangs off his glove and trickles out into short center field. So it's going to be an interesting decision to see how they score that. I do believe that that'll be an infield single. As Lehman, who is hustling up the line, would likely have beat it out anyway, and that is the call on the field. So Lehman continues to be a tough out, and that'll bring up Austin Burkhoff. Burkhoff, like his predecessor, walked and scored a run in the previous inning. 3-3 the score. One out, one on, and there's a swing and a fly ball hit out toward deep center field. Kaiser, angling back, now squares up, and he makes the catch. That'll chase Lehman all the way back to first. So Burkhoff makes a quick out number 2, and that'll bring up Isaiah Gibbs. Gibbs, a big, strong right-handed batter. As we've already mentioned, he had the first of 2 knocks for the Pios. He's the only man to have officially driven in a run for the Pios today. An RBI single to score James Lehman, who's now at first base, and it is in the dirt. The runner takes off, although the catcher smothered it to throw to second. It is in plenty of time, and Lehman is tagged out. So that was, frankly, a very nice play by the catcher Lukes. He almost caught that one as he smothered it in the dirt. And Lehman thought he got a good read, but unfortunately he was thrown out by a couple of feet as he tried to get in with a headlong dive. So The Pios are set down by way of Carlton facing the minimum. No runs, a hit, no errors, and nobody left. Gibbs will lead off the last of the third inning. We head to the top of the third, 3-3 the score on the West Coast scoreboard.
Why not show it off? You take pride in your business, your team, your customers. Why not show it with help from Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery? Custom banners and flags are tremendous promotional tools, but they can also help you out with pins, magnets, koozies, and just about anything you can think of. If you have it in mind, Scottsbluff Screen Printing has many great options. They also build custom trophies, plaques, medals, and more. If you can say it, they can print it. Get in the zone with Scottsbluff Screen Printing, 1813 Broadway, Scottsbluff.
What's your plan? Hi, I'm Kevin Carmody, Life and Health Producer at J.G. Elliott Insurance Center. Are you an individual needing life, health, disability, or long-term care insurance? Are you a business owner wanting to offer or enhance your group health and ancillary benefits? If so, give me a call at 308-635-2023. Together, we can build a plan that meets your needs today, tomorrow, and well into the future.
J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Look like a team, work like a team with professional uniforms from Ideal Linen and Uniform. Shirts, pants, coveralls, lab coats, scrubs, cook shirts, aprons, and much more. Ideal also offers flame-retardant garments and feature the Ideal Connect tracking system. So when your uniforms are sent for laundry service, they will be tracked and returned professionally, clean and pressed. For a free quote and to see our entire line, go to ideallinen.com or stop by 506 South Beltline Highway in Scottsbluff. Locally owned and operated for over 100 years.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
Swing and a shot hit on the ground in the left field, a base hit for Owen May, who starts this inning off with a single against Landon Murray. So May already has his second hit and the fourth of the day for the BJs. 3-3 the score in the top of the third inning. Our game stats brought to you by Advantage Chiropractic. We'll do the second half of our live read in just a moment. First, the switch hitter, Walker Polk, checks a swing and takes a strike on a sinker. Game stats, Landon Murray has yet to allow an earned runs this year, and he's struck out 15 to only 10 innings pitched entering today. Here's the offering to the switch hitter batting left-handed, Walker Polk. He takes downstairs, 1-1. May at first, a threat to run, particularly in a tie ball game. Infield roughly at double play depth, although Aiden Orr is shaded a couple of steps toward the hole. There's a check swing, and will they ask for an appeal there? No, they will not. That was a ball down in the zone. Polk has looked a bit tentative despite being one of the BJ's best hitters. Here's Murray, the slide step and the pitch. A check swing and a miss on the ball in the dirt. Murray's been getting a lot of ugly swings and ugly tentative swings early on in this game. Two and two to Walker Polk. Pitch on the way, slide step and hit in the air down the left field line. It is slicing, and it is a foul ball, although not by much. Burkhoff was giving chase, and there was no way he could have gotten there. So fortunately, it is still a 2-2 count. And Murray a chance to bounce back after the leadoff single. Ethan Calder, a left-handed batter, a dangerous one at that, to follow. Landon Murray sets. Here's the pitch. And a check swing. And they're going to say he did not go around. The home plate umpire said he did not go, and the field umpire ill-positioned to bring him up himself. I'm a little bit surprised that Lang did not ask for an appeal, or even more surprised that the umpire didn't give it. Slide step in the pitch. Up and away, ball four, a slider. First walk allowed by Landon Murray. Probably should have been out at that at bat with the strikeout. But instead, Ethan Calder. Tie game at 3 here in the third. All 6 total runs coming in the first inning. Not many of them earned. It's not been a pretty series for either side defensively. Multiple unearned tallies. Ethan Calder, batting left-handed, lots of power. The pitch. is shot to the opposite field, foul, down the left field line. Nothing into one. Here's the pitch, and another late swing and a foul away. Nothing in two. It is May at second and Polk at first. May succeeded in getting aboard on a single via ambush tactics. Walker Polk probably had his life in the umpire's hands after a check swing call did not go Murray's way. Here's the 0-2, and it is strike three called, a fastball located beautifully on the outside corner. So Calder is sent packing in a strikeout situation. And that'll bring up Derek Lukes. Lukes, the powerful right-handed batter, bounced out his previous trip. 2 runners on, 1 man out. He takes a fastball downstairs. That's the kind of offering that Murray loves to throw, not only because it's a swing and miss pitch, but if you hit it, it's going on the ground. Hard to do damage on ground balls if you're a hitter. The 1-0 is chopped to the left side. Robinson has a tough hop. His only play will be to first. He makes the throw, and it is just in time. Robinson played that very aggressively, a bouncer to his left. He kind of got caught on an in-between hop, and when he couldn't come up with it cleanly, that was all she wrote in terms of a double play opportunity. So, May to third, Polk to second, and the Lukes retired on the 5-3 to bring up Mateo Garcia. Garcia with the run-scoring single in his previous trip up against Murray for the second time, and he takes a strike right in there. Nothing into one. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Four, 5, 6 hitters due for the Pios. They'd like to do that in a tie game, and there's a breaking ball just missing. That was a slider that looked to have wrapped its way around the outside corner. 1-1. And it did Murray in trouble for the second time in 3 innings. Here's the pitch on the way. Swinging a high pop-up on the infield, the left side. It is Lehman who calls off Robinson. The shortstop is under it, and he makes the catch. So Murray gets out of trouble after the hit and the walk. No runs come across to score. We head to the last of the third inning. It is 3-3 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Be the envy of the neighborhood with the new Green Mountain Grill from High Plains Spas and Recreation. In addition to Green Mountain Grills, High Plains Spas and Recreation also has the pellets, cooking spices, rib racks, smoking shelves, covers, and other accessories, as well as replacement parts. If they don't have what you need, they could get it. Yep, get a Green Mountain Grill and be that neighbor that's always admired for the wonderful, yummy barbecue smells. High Plains Spas and Recreation, open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 1725 East Overland in Scottsbluff.
Dooley Oil has been providing great service since 1968. You can find us located at 2475 10th Street in Gearing, with a total of 5 locations to serve Wyoming, Nebraska, and Colorado. Hi, this is Brian from Dooley Oil, letting you know that we have hydraulic, coolant, and engine oils, as well as grease in stock and on hand. Our drip oil and Blue Ribbon Death comes in a variety of sizes from 2.5s to totes. Delivery available. So for all your ag, commercial lubricants, and fuel needs, trust the folks at Dooley Oil. Thank you for your patronage. Dooley Oil, committed to you.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Ask Agent Travis Hawk about Shelter's life insurance options.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving our clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, we'll go far. Wells Fargo, as That one's ripped to left field on the first pitch, swung on it by Isaiah Gibbs, but it goes right at the left fielder Barger. Isaiah Gibbs makes hard contact, but a very quick out, number 1. So Garrett Fisher will stride in next after taking a call to third strike his last time up. He got the day off yesterday, but is 2 for 5 on the homestand with a multi-hit effort. One of the few, if not the only, against the Game Day Angels on Thursday night. He turns his shoulders into a breaking ball, but it misses him and misses the inside corner, 1-0. 3-3, the score here in the last of the third. The Pios have been out-hit, and Garrett Fisher wears that one right in his upper back. Lets it glance off of him, and he'll jog on down to first. So up next, Aiden Orr. Aiden Orr, left-handed batter, struck out swinging. The second of 2 strikeouts by Tyson Carlton, the right-hander. On the mound for his third inning of work as Orr swings and drives one deep to left field. Over to his right, Barger. He reaches down and makes a catch. Didn't take the best route at that one, but able to make the play no less. Orr is retired despite making some hard contact of his own. So up next, Griffin Robinson. The right-handed batter walked and was stranded at third. Every mistake has looms large for either side so far. Errors and walks coming in the first inning have come around to score. There's a breaking ball in there for a strike from Tyson Carlton. Fisher at first base runs fairly well. Schofield, the first baseman, holding him on. The pitch is a hanging breaking ball fouled off to the right side. 0-2. Robinson trying to get things going ahead of Jacob Lang. Pios and BJs knotted at 3. Here's the pitch. Inside, and yeah, Griffin Robinson acted like he got a piece of that one with his shirt. And out on appeal, he appeals to the home plate umpire. He is indeed ruled to have been hit by that one. So Robinson, after being plunked twice yesterday, is aboard, albeit by a much less painful manner, at first base ahead of Jacob Lang. So this inning spotless for Tyson Carlton, despite 2 hit batsmen, Fisher at second and now Robinson at first base for Jacob Lang. Lang reached on an error and unfortunately was not accredited with the run batted in. 3-3, the score tied here as he checks his swing on a breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. Here's the set at the letters, and the pitch from Carlton is a called strike. He started to settle in, and after walking 3 in the first inning, he has yet to lose a man on the base on balls. He's been around the zone, despite having hit 2 men this inning. Fisher at second has some speed. Robinson at first, nursing a hamstring injury, and a breaking ball nearly handcuffs the catcher as he slides over to block it. Lukes makes the play though, and it's 2-1. Jacob Lang with 1 home run on the year. A hit could give the Pios the lead. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball, low and in the dirt again. 3 balls into 1 strike. Michael Asensio, the dangerous right-handed batter, is on deck. He'd be next if Lang were to reach base. Tyson Carlton looks in, gets his sign from Lukes. A look at second. Now the pitch. Inside, and that hit Jacob Lang. So that one was going to be out of the zone regardless, and perhaps even a wild pitch, but instead, that is the 3rd hit batsman this inning. You know, some days it's as though the Western Nebraska Pioneers should be renamed to the Western Nebraska Pincushions. Now a chance to make him pay for all that. The man who has been hit more than anybody else on this team by a pitch, Michael Asensio. For a while, up until a multi-hit performance yesterday, he had as many hit by pitches as he had hits, with 6 on the year. the imposing right-handed batter, against the tall right-hander Tyson Carlton. The pitch up and in, and that was a breaking ball that very nearly clipped Asensio in his dome. The base is loaded on 3 hit by pitches. 2 men out here in the 3rd inning. 3-3 the score. Asensio, who hit the ball hard his last at bat, into an out. Waits. Here's the pitch. Swing and a chopper up the middle. The shortstop, May, on one high hop, gloves it and underhands to Jackson, covering the bag at second. Out number 3. So the BJ is able to avert disaster after Tyson Carlton hit 3 men with pitches here this frame. The Pioneers held only to 2 hits through their first 3 frames, with the score tied at 3 apiece as we head to the 4th on the West Coast scoreboard.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least 1 float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
Ready to step into homeownership? Platte Valley Bank can help you take advantage of every adventure. Whether you're building, buying, or moving up, we have the home loan to fit your needs. You have plans, goals, and dreams for your future home? Let our friendly mortgage lenders help guide you down the right path for the perfect home loan. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Community banking for you.
Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ trailer dealer, as well as a full-service welding and fabrication shop. As your PJ dealer, they have lots of options from dump trailers and bumper pull dumps to equipment tilts, super wides, car haulers, and utility. These PJ trailers are built in Texas to hold up to the hard-working professional using them. Come see the quality for yourself. 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff, or call 308-575-0710 to find what you're looking for. If it's not in stock, they can get it for you. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
Top of the 4th inning, Landon Murray back on the mound to face the right-handed batting Rivers Jackson. Jackson, in his previous at-bat, tapped one back to Murray on the first pitch. 3-3 the score. 4th inning underway here at Oregon Trail Park on this beautiful Saturday night. And there's a ball missing low and away. 1 ball, no strikes to Jackson. Batting right-handed. Feet close together, not all that unlike Isaiah Gibbs as he swings and lines this one the other way into right field to a base hit on 1 hop to Isaiah Gibbs. He thought about firing it in toward first base, but wisely thought better of it. So River Jackson, aggressive early in counts once again, is aboard with the leadoff single. That is the 3rd time in 4 innings that the leadoff man has reached against Landon Murray. Despite that, none of the runs he surrendered have been earned, at least not yet. Now Jackson Schofield, the left-handed batter, swings and hits this one in the air out toward left field. The wind now behind it, circling under it, Burkhoff. He reaches up and makes the one-handed catch, firing it in toward the shortstop and nearly overshooting Lehman, who was out on the edge of the outfield grass. So a welcome quick first out. River Jackson retreats back to first. So now Owen Barger. Barger, right-handed batter. He was one of 2 BJ's hitters who have struck out against Murray so far. There's a fastball very high. Not even a sinker can entice a hitter when it's at that height. It was about eye level. The pitch on the way and a breaking ball over the inside corner. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jackson, a man at first. 1 man out, infield at double play depth. Robinson playing about even with the baseline at third, and that one's rolled on the ground through the left side for a base hit. Racing to second, Jackson. He was going to stop there. That one just a ground ball with eyes and hit in with just the right speed in just the right spot. So now the dangerous Colton Kaiser. This will be Landon Murray's 3rd time through the lineup. And Colton Kaiser, the dangerous leadoff man, certainly no reprieve. Runners at first and second. Jackson at second, Barger at first. Colton Kaiser, who's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch today to start off this game. As Murray deals, snapped to first base in the dirt, picked out skillfully by Asensio. Jacob Lang looks like he rushed his throws from his knees trying to catch Barger napping. 3-3 the score, but 2 aboard for the BJs here in the top of the fourth. Landon Murray sets. He kicks and deals, and a strike, a sinking fastball, 1-1. The past couple of starts for Murray, it's just been him sitting them down as fast as they can stand up. But this one, it's been the opposite. 3 unearned runs across, but he's labored in almost every inning. There is a breaking ball outside and low, almost in the dirt, 2-1. Owen May, who's 2 for 2, is on deck. Not a guy that you want to face this inning if you can possibly avoid it. Kaiser is very fast. The center fielder is hard to double off, but the infield playing for a pair regardless. The kick and the pitch, and a called strike. A bit generous that time by the home plate umpire, but it's 2-2. Jackson away from second. Barger at first base with Asensio in his back pocket. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to the left side. Could be 2. Robinson tries to tag the runner, and he will have ultimately only 1 play. That was a very late signal by the field umpire. Apparently he either tagged him out or had him out of the baseline. Kelby Tomlinson, the third base coach, is over to discuss some things with the field umpire. A couple nod of the heads, and Tomlinson winces as he walks back toward the third base coaching box. So that was a kind of a softly hit ball. I'm a little bit surprised that Robinson didn't try to roll a pair at second base. But nonetheless, he gets the lead runner on a fielder's choice for Colton Kaiser. So Jackson is tagged out on the play. Barger second, and Owen May a chance to give the BJs the lead. 3-3. Liberal paying the Western Nebraska Pioneers a visit. Second of 2 games at Oregon Trail Park. The first pitch. And it is a called strike, a perfectly dotted fastball. And it's 0-1. Owen May, 2 singles to his name, along with the run scored. Open stands, the right-handed batter waits, and lines one into right field. That's going to be a base hit. On 2 hops to Isaiah Gibbs. He reaches down to glove it. Rounding third and heading home. Here comes the throw to the plate. It is in time to get him. Isaiah Gibbs hoses Owen Barger at the plate, and the game remains tied. What a play by Isaiah Gibbs. Jared Maeda is furious, and I believe he's gotten an official warning from the field umpire. He is still furious as we're going to head to the 4th inning. The game's still tied at 3 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
We can sum up McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich in one word. Crispy. But also juicy and tender. Okay, it's crispy, juicy, tender. All one word. But then, also pickle. Oh, and potato bun, which is 2 words. Okay, we can't sum up our new crispy chicken sandwich in one word, so you'll just have to try it to understand it. Order ahead on the McDonald's app at participating McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
So after all the ruckus back in the last of the top of the 4th inning, we head to the last of the 4th. 3-3 the score, as the Pios will try to untie this game. 3 runs came across in the first for both sides, although very few of them were earned. And right now, Tyson Carlton, the only one of the starting pitchers to have kind of settled in. It is a relative term. He hit 3 in his previous inning of work and walked 3 in the first. And there's a swing by Hunter McCollum and a pop-up in foul grounds down the first base side. The first baseman Schofield giving chase, but he watches it land out of play. Contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle and Cook Mortgage. For a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance, contact Jennifer today. Castle and Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle. As McCollum takes the ball up and in. If he didn't move, he would have worn that one in his left ear hole. 1-1. Carlton, at times, has looked all over the place, but he's been effective so far. He has prevented any runs from scoring in the previous inning, and there's one high and in again to McCollum. McCollum, not really a guy you want to walk or let get on base without earning it, at least not recently. After starting the season 4 for 11, he's on an 0 for 14 now after he was retired in the second inning, as he takes in the dirt on a ball that skips all the way to the backstop, ball 3. McCollum, right-handed batter, swivels his hips as he gets set. Slightly open stance. White cleats to match the white jersey. Here's the pitch, and a slider up and in, ball 4. So that is the 4th walk of the game for Tyson Carlton. And that'll bring up Lehman. Lehman today, the leadoff man, has not been retired. As a matter of fact, he's only been retired once since making his debut a couple days ago. He's been hit by a pitch twice. He's drawn 5 walks, and he's gotten what is now 4 hits. McCollum at first in a tie ball game. James Lehman, one of 2 lefties in the lineup, takes a changeup for a strike. Tyson Carlton, a guy who struggled with command a little bit at Eastfield. 23 walks in 29 and 2/3 innings, and there's a ball missing high and away. But he had great stuff, averaging just about 10 strikeouts per 9 innings, just over 1 per inning. That pitch missed up and away to Lehman. So the count even at 1-1. McCollum at first base runs very well. An avid base stealer, as there's a step off and throw to first. Carlton recognizing that, hoping to keep him close. McCollum in safely. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slide step in the pitch, and a long swing and a miss. So now the count's 1-2. The score, despite being tied, has not told the whole story. The Pios have been held only to 2 hits, but it's been the free passes that have been killers so far. And McCollum, after reaching base on the walk, trying to make Carlton and the BJs pay further. There's a breaking ball outside. So now, a possible opportunity for Brandon Nelson to start that runner from first. Carlton steps off and throws to first, and McCollum just kind of crawls in, and instead of really diving, kind of settles himself on his chest. James Lehman waiting. Slide step and the pitch is a jam shot hit sharply off the hands, foul down the third base side. It hit off the dugout. Hunter McCollum away from first, runs well. Lehman, an equally speedy left-handed batter. He is in. The payoff is swung and fouled straight back. A hanging slider. That was a ball to hit. And I do think there's a world in which Lehman wants that one back. Nonetheless, it's still a 2-strike count. He's trying to hang in there. Schofield holding on McCollum at first base. Here's the set. The high leg kick in the pitch. Inside. The runner takes off, and it is a belated ball 4 call. McCollum was booking it as though it were a wild pitch. The scoreboard read 2-2. And apparently it was. There was a little bit of confusion. The scoreboard said 2-2. The umpire initially pointed at first base, motioning for ball 4, but it was still 2-2. So it is a stolen base, and the catcher reacted in such a way that it was ball 4 as well. So now the 3-2 misses high, so it doesn't even matter. So Lehman sees, I believe, 5 balls, and he advances on his second free pass of the day. So a couple of nice long at-bats ahead of Austin Burkhoff. Bottom of the 4th inning, 3-3 the score. Pios and BJs playing the second of 2 after the Pios dominated yesterday's affair. The first pitch to Burkhoff is a slider, called a strike on the inside corner. McCollum at second, Lehman at first, lots of speed on the bases. But Burkhoff, all that he really has to do is stay out of the double play and to move the guy over from second base. And it is 1-1 after he takes a high inside fastball. Russell's Automotive, your family owns go-to for all your quality automotive repair needs. Russell's Automotive. Burkhoff waiting, now the pitch is a late swing and a chopper foul down the first base side near the dugout. 1-2. Carlton, with such great stuff, has had hard times controlling it. 2 walks this inning, 5 on the day for him. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Up and in. Burkhoff turned his shoulders out of the way, and I think that's what prevented him from being this game's 5th hit batsman. 2-2. Burkhoff trying to keep the line moving ahead of the dangerous Isaiah Gibbs. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball upstairs. Burkhoff wise to lay off that one, and it's 3-2. Burkhoff a closed right-handed batting stance. And field is double play depth. Burkhoff trying to get something in the air. The 3-2 is swung and hit in the air. Foul toward the National Guard garrison in the parking lot down the right field line. There is some action brewing in the BJ's bullpen. An arm jogging to get stretched out. The BJ's, toward the middle of their long and arduous road trip, they need to have their depth whittled down. The payoff pitch is swung on a miss, strike 3. So Burkhoff tried to fight that slider off, but he came up empty. The third strikeout of the game for the BJ's right-hander Carlton. Three to 3. Runners at first and second, 1 out for the dangerous Isaiah Gibbs. He's hit the ball hard multiple times this game, and he swings and pops one foul. And he's also recorded an outfield assist. An out at the plate made to end the previous frame. He hosed down Owen Barger. And he also made a nice out of Colton Kaiser out at second base in the first inning. 2 outfield assists. There's the 0-1 popped foul out of play, out beyond home plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Infield still playing for a pair. Carlton gets a sign. Now he sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a hard hit ground ball to third. Could be 2. Garcia to second for 1. The second baseman has trouble getting out of his glove and pump fakes to first, and I don't think he would have had a play anyway. The grass really killed what otherwise was a hard hit ball, and Gibbs ends up reaching on the fielder's choice. On the play, McCollum advances to third. So up next, Garrett Fisher. The go-ahead run at third base with 2 men out. Tyson Carlton, who has been wild this game, would really like to avoid issuing another wild pitch. Garrett Fisher 0 for 1 after being plunked his previous at-bat. Runners at the corners. The pitch way outside. Luke's over there to get it. 1 ball, no strikes. Fisher, after getting the day yesterday and today, is the DH. He went 2 for 5 against the game day Angels with a couple of singles. Here's the pitch. The runner from first takes a couple of hard steps and a called strike. Fisher not happy with that breaking ball being ruled as such at the knees. 1-1. McCollum at third, Gibbs at first. The pitch in the dirt, and what a stop by Lukes. Might have been his best block of the game. Looked like it got a piece of his hand. He's still shaking it. Clenching and unclenching his fist, trying to get the blood flowing there. Those ones as a catcher, those will make you feel numb for a little while, and we'll see if he's as successful on his next attempt at blocking what feels like some inevitable wildness for Carleton. The 2-1 on the way. Way outside and low. It is picked out of the dirt, and now they got the runner caught between first and second. The runner from third, Burkhoff, takes off to throw to the plate. It is not in time. That was McCollum who was dashing home from third, and he gets his foot in there. And Isaiah Gibbs ends up at first base after all that. A double steal, although that was certainly not how they drew it up. So McCollum pretty much ends up, or rather, yeah, McCollum ends up stealing home. That was a ball in the dirt, a snap through to second. Gibbs was hung out to dry. He was reading the ball in dirt. And the shortstop, May, who cut the ball off, threw home to try to get McCollum advancing. McCollum got his cleats in there safely. So 4-3, the Pios now ahead despite only having 2 hits. The pitch, and Fisher takes, down and away, ball 4. So the 3-1 missed. Once again, an inning with 3 walks for Carleton. And that'll bring up Aiden Orr. We're going to have to see how much longer head coach Jared Maeda lets Carleton and his command wither out there. The Pios, 2 hits in the game. Only one of them to drive in a run. That was Gibbs back in the first. Aiden Orr, left-handed batter, made some pretty good contact his previous time as he swings and rolls this one on the ground to second. Jackson up with it. He takes his time and slings it to first. Out number 3. The Pios take the lead on 3 walks and a stolen base, more or less, as they lead heading into the 5th inning. 4-3 the score on the West Coast scoreboard.
Buyers Realty has been helping people in the community find their dream home since 1994. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, our friendly team will put in the work to reach the finish line. We also do property management for buildings in Scotts Bluff, Gearing, and beyond. You can find an extensive list of our properties by visiting our website at callbuyersrealty.com or visit us at our Scotts Bluff offices on Avenue B, next to Bumper. Panhandle's best, Buyers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
It takes a lot to run your business, and a lot has changed. What hasn't changed is the professional partnership with your business in E&H CPAs and management consultants. When you include our team, we will develop a plan to assist you with your accounting, tax planning, valuation services, and even litigation support and exit planning. Then you can focus on day-to-day responsibilities. Troy Hilliard will guide your business into the future. E&H CPAs and management consultants PC. Innovative, trusted, proven. 308-633-6800.
Maximize your vehicle's engine protection with professional-grade filtration at Russell's Automotive in Scottsbluff. When you have a MicroGuard oil, air, or cabin filter installed from Russell's Automotive, you will receive a prepaid Visa for each filter, up to $20 from now through June 30th. It's a simple, short rebate form that can either be submitted online or mailed in. Get up to a $20 rebate and save with your oil change service this summer. Request your appointment today by calling 308-635-4065 or by going online to russellsautomotive.com.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
So it's going to be Walker Polk starting things off in the 5th inning. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters due up against Landon Murray. 4-3, the Pios are ahead despite being out-hit 7-2. It has not been a clean game for either side, but the Pios have benefited almost serendipitously from their opponent's mistakes. as the switch hitter takes the ball outside for ball one. Polk today batting left-handed has doubled, scored a run, and walked. Here's a fastball way outside from Landon Murray. Murray's so important that he gets the leadoff man out. The 2-0 is a strike at the knees. Took something off the sinker, and it's 2-1. Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial farm and feed truck center, representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh. There's a swing and a miss. Chased a fastball at his shoulders. 2-2. Floyd's Truck Center, located at 322 South Beltline Highway, east in Scottsbluff. There's a fastball outside. 3-2. Murray likely to challenge him here. Here's the pitch. Up and away, ball four. He tried to overthrow that fastball, and he missed badly with it. Second walk that Murray's allowed to Walker Polk, and the second of the game. So that's the fourth time in 5 innings that Murray has seen the leadoff man reach. That'll bring up Ethan Calder. Calder 0 for 2 after reaching on an error and striking out, and he takes a fastball right down 10th Street. 0-1. 4-3, the Pios ahead here in the 5th. Murray slide step to kick in the pitch, and the late swing to foul off. 0-2. Ethan Calder, a two-way player from Baylor University, hoping to do a little bit more with the bat than he did yesterday on the mound. He only lasted 2/3 of an inning. And although he didn't really help himself in terms of defense, there's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. I was going to say he can turn things around a bit on offense, but so far he is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts as he sent packing. Third strikeout of the game, and the second against Calder for Landon Murray. So now Derek Lukes. He has bounced out twice, and a ball hit at somebody here could mean a pair. The right-handed batter takes low and away. Lukes almost does kind of a Juan Soto shuffle as he takes a ball outside. Batting right-handed, kind of hunched over the chalk of the batter's box as he swings, and a little chopper out toward third base in foul ground. It is picked up by Robinson. Strike 1. Polk at first after starting this inning with a walk. Neither he nor Owen May have been retired here this game, but Calder and Derek Lukes a combined 0 for 5 entering this at-bat. The 1-1 is taken down and away, a slider. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Pios bullpen appears to be empty right now, although now looks as though Connor Riggs or another arm is about to get stretched out. The pitch, swing and a hot shot to third, caught by Griffin Robinson on the fly. He bounces the throw to first too late. So Lukes hit that one harder than he has all game, but Robinson standing right in the right spot. So Polk back to first with a dive, and that'll bring up Garcia. Garcia singled to drive in, 1 of 3 runs scored for the BJs. That was all the way back in the first inning. Left-handed batter, slide step in the pitch. Is a smash up the middle off of Landon Murray, off to the first base side. He gets it, underhands it to first, just in time where it's dug out of the dirt by Asensio. Out number 3. So that one, not your average 1-3 put out, as it'll be Robinson, Lang, and Asensio up for the Pios when we get back in the last of the 5th. No runs, no hits, a walk, and the man left for the BJs. It is 4-3, the Pios ahead on the West Coast scoreboard.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
BJ's from Kansas. It is Adrian Nahar, a right-hander, standing 5'10" and 197 pounds out of DeSoto, Texas. He is at Texas State University. So, a Bobcat facing off against Griffin Robinson. Robinson today has reached base twice despite not having recorded an at-bat. He's walked and he's been hit by a pitch, both by Tyson Carlton. Carlton will read you his final line in just a moment as Robinson takes a strike. Fastball in the outside corner. Carlton's final line, 4 runs, only 3 earned. Struck out 3. Allowed 2 hits as there's a big sweeping breaking ball up and in. 1 ball into 1 strike. Nahar, with a low 3/4 release, throws across his body a bit. Not really a tall frame, but he really uses his long arms. There's a breaking ball, swung on and fouled straight back. It's almost like a slurve, a sweeping curve ball from a high 3/4 release. It was a very uncomfortable at bat, particularly for the 3 righties that are set to be due up. Robinson in the batter's box now, followed by Lang and Asensio. The 1-2 is fouled back to the screen. That looked like it was a breaker out and over the plate. Fortunately for Robinson, able to stay alive. Although he might tell you that he wishes he did a little bit more with that. 1-2, 4-3 the Pios ahead. The pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3, a high fastball. And Robinson, not with his best swing, is set down for the first time this game. So it didn't take long for Nahar to notch his first strikeout. And that'll bring up Jacob Lang. Lang has also reached safely twice, but he's 0 for 1 after one of those 2 was on an error. That did allow a run to score, though, although Lang will not be credited with the run batted in as he checks his swing and fouls an inside fastball back, going 1. Pios ahead of the BJs, trying to sweep this 2-game series and clinch a homestand win. They wrap it up tomorrow at 4:35 p.m. Mountain Time as the pitch comes in and a fastball misses away, 1-1. Tyler Bryant will get the ball for the Pios against the Game Day Angels, the team that they will bookend this homestand by playing against, as there's a hanging breaking ball that Lang half-heartedly swings and fouls it off. Lang, his first at bat against Adrian Nahar, who entered this inning. The 1-2 pitch, swing, and a bouncing ball towards shortstop. Charging, Owen May has it, shuffles and fires a bit high to first, and it is in time. Lang brought the bat with him quite a ways, and he's jogging a little bit gingerly back. Some words exchanged with the first base dugout. Lang looks like he's not completely in good shape. He's hobbling a bit as he's getting back to the dugout. So he's retired, and hopefully there is no injury added to insult. Up next, Michael Asensio, who fouls the first pitch off down the right side. 0-1. 2 outs, nobody on. The Pios ahead by 1 here in the last of the 5th. Here's the pitch on the way. And a fastball. Didn't miss by a whole lot, but it's 1-1. Off the outside corner with that one. Nahar, the sinker slider guy with the strikeout and the ground out. Early on in his outing, the 1-1 pitch is bounced to the right side. Up with it, Schofield, the first baseman. He'll take it to the bag himself. And it is out number 3. A very quick inning. One of the first all game for either pitcher as Adrian Nahar comes in and shuts the Pios down. We now head to the 6th inning. 4-3, the Pios are leading on the West Coast scoreboard.
Platte Valley Bank can help you take advantage of every adventure. Whether your goals are to upgrade your vehicle or you have plans for a new business venture, we are here to help guide your financial journey. Our customized personal and business loan options can take you from everyday excursions to epic adventures. The path to success starts at Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Community banking for you.
Our producers know that running a successful operation these days requires having reliable service and quality products. That's why you know you can trust the knowledgeable people at Westco to provide you sound agronomic advice, aerial application, bulk fuel, lubricants, propane, tires, and other essentials to keep your operation running smoothly. Our priority is helping you succeed. Call or visit your nearest Westco location today. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Intralinks has been supporting computer systems in our area for over 20 years. Intralinks can review your systems and your expenses to help your bottom line. Intralinks also installs low-voltage wiring, IP-based camera systems, and IP-based phone systems. With Intralinks on your side, technology isn't an obstacle, it's an opportunity for your business. Call Intralinks today to schedule your free 1-hour consultation. 632-6590. That's 632-6590.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
Dooley Oil has been providing great service since 1968. They are your distributor for premium Shell lubricants and Howes fuel additive in Wyoming, Nebraska, and Colorado. They are also the extreme diesel fuel provider for that 3-state region, Dooley Oil. As we are here in the 6th inning, 4-3, the Pios ahead. They are being 2-hit. And yet they have twice as many runs as that tally represents. It has been 3 passes this game that have been the weakness of the Liberal BJs so far. Landon Murray back on the mound for his 6th inning of work. He has really been working hard. And he's going to have to face the 7, 8, 9 hitters today in what might be his final inning of work. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 extra base hit for the Liberal BJs. 4 runs, 2 hits for the Pios. Each side has made an error that has directly led to 1 or more runs crossing the plate. Landon Murray, the right-hander, returns to the mound facing River Jackson. Jackson singled in his last trip. Right-hander against right-hander. There's a sinker missing just a bit outside, maybe by a couple of inches off the black. 1-1. Murray winds and throws, and there's a strike right in the outside corner. River Jackson from Greeley, Colorado, swings and fouls the ball straight back. I mentioned him early on as a California kid. That's because he's at Delta College in Stockton, California. Pretty good baseball junior college program, and I would not be surprised if he were to transfer into a Division I program in the near future. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. The 1-2 was a slider darting down and out of the strike zone. Jackson is sent packing, and that'll bring up Schofield. Schofield, batting left-handed, is hitless in his first 2 trips so far. He has hit a comebacker and flown out to the left fielder Burkhoff. First pitch is low and inside. It glances off the glove of Lang and trickles away. Good to see that Lang is still back there after it looks like he was jogging gingerly back in his previous at bat. There's a called strike on a changeup outside. 1-1. Lang returned to the dugout after he grounded out as though he were carrying 200-pound barbells on his shoulders. 2-1. His feet barely lifted off the ground after that. That was a fastball missing away. And the pitch, up and away, ball 3. Schofield trying to reach base for the first time. The left-handed batter ahead of Owen Barger for the BJs. Here's the pitch, and that one is a little bit outside, ball 4. Landon Murray kind of shrugs, is like, what? Where did that one miss? That I couldn't tell you. That is the third walk allowed, although that fourth ball a dubious proposition at best. And that'll bring up Barger. Barger 1 for 2 today. He's also made it out at the plate. That has been the difference in this game. He takes a strike at the knees. 0-1. 4-3 the Pios lead. And Isaiah Gibbs has made his impact felt on both sides of the ball. There's a strike. A breaking ball, and it's 0-2. 1 on, 1 out after Schofield works the walk. Slide step in the pitch. It is called inside. A snap throw to first, picked out by Asensio, and diving back in safely as a result, Schofield. Asensio has really erased the risk part of making those backdoor throws. I think he's made quite a few. They're strong throws, but not all that accurate. Pitch on the way. A little pop-up out behind second base. It is Aiden Orr who ranges onto the outfield grass. Backpedaling now, he makes the catch. Retreating back to first, Schofield. So 2 are gone now for Colton Kaiser. Kaiser 0 for 2 after being hit by a pitch and being thrown out on the bases. The pitch on the way. And a strike right on the outside corner. Landon Murray has been on the black for the duration of this inning. Those 3 walks in going on 5 innings pitched, or rather going on 6 innings pitched, not indicative of his command. Swinging a jammer, might have broken his bat. Roller out toward shortstop, charging in Lehman. His snap throw to first across his body in time, out number 3. So if that was Landon Murray's performance, it was a scintillating one indeed. Through 6. It is, or rather, through 5.5, it is 4-3 the Pios leading on the West Coast scoreboard.
We can sum up McDonald's new crispy chicken sandwich in one word. Crispy. But also juicy and tender. Okay, it's crispy, juicy, tender. All one word. But then, also pickle. Oh, and potato bun, which is 2 words. Okay, we can't sum up our new crispy chicken sandwich in one word, so you'll just have to try it to understand it. Order ahead on the McDonald's app at participating McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
AM and 100.3 FM.
Last of the 6th inning, 4-3 the Pios clinging to a 1-run lead despite only having 2 hits so far against the BJ's pitching staff. Here's the first pitch to Hunter McCollum, and he swings over the top, a sinker from Adrian Nahar. Nahar, right-hander against right-hander, he winds and throws, and it is up and in with a breaking ball. That evens the count. McCollum walked in his last at-bat and stole 2 bases. The 1-1. Swinging in a pop-up, really reached for up on the right side of the infield toward foul ground. The first baseman, Schofield, settles under it. And just outside the first base line, he makes the catch. So McCollum, despite having reached once this game, just doesn't quite look like himself. He's now 0 for 2. So up next, the lineup will turn over for James Lehman, the dangerous left-handed batter. He walked twice and singled. He squares to bunt, and he lays it down and bounces one right back to the pitcher. He is going to field it toward the first base side. Nahar, an overhanded toss to Schofield in time, and a quick out number 2. So Lehman with the speed to be able to execute the bunt and then some, but not a very well-placed one. Just kind of a high bouncer back to near the mound. So now it'll be Austin Burkhoff. Burkhoff hitless, going 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. There's a pitch. Missing a little bit inside. A breaking ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Action in the Pios bullpen as it looks like a right-hander is getting loose. There's a swing and a miss. It's 1-1. Burkhoff looking at a breaking ball. Burkhoff had 2 hits yesterday with a walk and 2 runs scored. Part of that 14-7 slugfest victory for the Pios. There's a strike. A breaking ball settling itself at the knees. It's 1-2. With the 2-3-4 hitters due up, I wouldn't be surprised if that was Murray's last inning. Here's the pitch, and it swung on and missed strike 3. A breaking ball in the dirt. Adrian Nahar has retired 6 straight to begin his outing. We head to the 7th inning. It is 4-3. The Pios still out in front on the West Coast scoreboard.
Wells Fargo Advisors has been built around a deep respect for planning. Our commitment to helping you plan effectively, invest wisely, and map a realistic course to your future is nowhere more evident than our Envision planning process. Put the process to work for you, and we'll be with you every step of the way. Call financial advisor Ryan Windhorst today at 632-7561. That's 632-7561.
Investment in insurance products not FDIC insured. No bank guarantee may lose value. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC.
Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture in Scottsbluff supports the Western Nebraska Pioneers, treating your chiropractic needs from newborn to 100 years old. Dr. Levi Boland can treat all your hurts, pains, aches, and injuries. If you're experiencing pain in your head, neck, shoulders, arms, mid, or lower back, or down your legs, call for an appointment today. Advantage Chiropractic is also fully certified with Optum VA. If you know a veteran that needs chiropractic care, call Levi today. Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture, 308-633-1425. Go Pios.
Dooley Oil has been providing great service since 1968. You can find us located at 2475 10th Street in Gearing, with a total of 5 locations to serve Wyoming, Nebraska, and Colorado. Hi, this is Brian from Dooley Oil, letting you know that we have hydraulic, coolant, and engine oils, as well as grease in stock and on hand. Our drip oil and blue ribbon def comes in a variety of sizes from 2.5s to totes. Delivery available. So for all your ag, commercial, lubricants, and fuel needs, trust the folks at Dooley Oil. Thank you for your patronage. Dooley Oil, committed to you.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
So a new pitcher for the Pioneers. It does indeed look like the right-hander, and it is Reese Francis sporting the number 6 jersey. He is on the mound in relief of Landon Murray. Murray's final line, an outstanding one at that, just as we thought it would be. Once again, he has not allowed an earned run through 6 strong innings pitched. He only struck out 4 hitters and he walked 3, allowing 7 hits, but he certainly did his job, and the Pios are left with a 1-run lead because of him. So now Reese Francis. Francis on in relief, spelled R-H-Y-S. 2-3-4 hitters due up for the Liberal BJs. This is the part of the lineup that they'd like to do some more damage. Owen May and Walker Polk, the former 2 hitters due up, have not been retired by Landon Murray. So now Owen May, the shortstop, right-hander against right-hander, takes a breaking ball inside. That looked like the slider, but it didn't have all that much side-to-side movement. Here's Francis pitching. Fastball outside, 2-0. Francis sending an even 6 foot and 180 pounds. A future teammate of Aiden Orr swings, and there's a line drive out toward right field. Gibbs starting in now, ranging back a little bit. And peeling off toward his left, he reaches up and makes a one-handed catch. So that's the first time that May has been retired this game. And now Francis will look to do the same to Walker Polk. Polk doubled to score a run, and he has walked twice. I do suppose that he is living up to his aim in that regard. Polk, batting left-handed, takes a strike, a sinking fastball at the knees. Infield playing back, save for the third baseman Robinson playing even with the baseline. Here's the pitch from Francis, and it is ripped on the ground foul. Pulled sharply past the first base bag, out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Francis way out in front. Let's see if he relies on another one of his secondary pitches. He winds. Now he winds, and he throws, and it is strike 3 called right at the knees. Perhaps a low strike given that time by the home plate umpire, but one man not complaining is Reese Francis. He notches his first strikeout, and that'll bring up Ethan Calder. So Francis, after Murray struggled to deal with the 2-3 hitters, has made short work of them. A line out and a strikeout. And now Ethan Calder. Calder has really struggled today. He reached on an error and he struck out twice. And he takes low and inside from the right-hander. 1-0. Calder, one of 3 lefties, plus the switch hitter Polk, takes down and in with a fastball. 2-0. 4-3 the Pios leading. 3 in the first and 1 in the fourth for them. They only have 2 hits. As Francis kicks and deals, and that is right in there at the knees, 2-1. Derek Lukes on deck would be next. In the meantime, Francis trying to set down the cleanup man, Ethan Calder. Here's the pitch, and it is outside. Looks like the changeup, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Francis went 5 innings in his game started this year with 8 strikeouts and a walk. And there's a swing and a topper bounced foul down the first base side. Gloved by Asensio near the first base coaching box. I say a first base coaching box. There's no spray paint on the grass, so it's pretty much invisible. The first base coach kind of standing in the area of where that box normally would be. The payoff pitch from Francis is hit in the air to deep right field, giving chase Gibbs now kind of over toward the line and medium deep right center. Medium deep right field. He makes the catch, and the inning is over. So Gibbs has done it with his arm, and now he displays great range to retire Ethan Calder. We head to the last of the 7th inning. Time to stretch at Oregon Trail Park. 4-3. The Pios are in front on the West Coast scoreboard.
Did you know Ideal Linen and Uniform is also a full-service janitorial supply provider? You don't need to worry about finding your janitorial supplies. Ideal will keep your business stocked, saving you time and money. Ideal Linen and Uniform provides quality cleaning and industrial products, mops, soap, air freshening system, paper products, custom logo maps, cleaning supplies, even signage, and more. Call for a free quote. Ideal Linen and Uniform, locally owned and operated since 1907. 506 South Beltline, Scottsbluff. Online at ideal-linen.com or call 632-7197.
The days of internet contracts and heavy fine print are over. It's time to experience hassle-free service with no contracts or hidden fees. That's the Allo promise. Allo Communications provides fiber internet, TV, and phone services with fair and no-nonsense pricing. All backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, 24/7 local support 365 days a year, and a monthly bill you can count on. Don't settle for gimmicks. Settle for hassle-free with Allo. Visit us at allofiber.com/hassle-free.
Spring has sprung, and High Plains Spas and Recreation remind you that it's time to de-winterize your boats and RVs. The professionals at High Plains Spas and Recreation not only de-winterize your system, that's flushing the antifreeze, protecting your plumbing in your RV and the cooling system in boats, but they can repair and service all the systems, including the electrical, AC, and heating and plumbing, to ensure that your boat or RV is ready to go when you are. High Plains Spas and Recreation, open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 1725 East Overland, Scottsbluff.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
Last of the 7th inning, 4-3. The Pios have been clinging to a one-run lead since the 4th inning when they scored a run on kind of a double steal. It has not been a clean series for the BJs. The same can be said for the Pios. All 6 of the runs, or the vast majority of them, in the first inning, 3 scored by either side. None of them were earned. Here's the first pitch to Isaiah Gibbs, and he takes a sinking fastball for a strike from Adrian Nahar. Tyson Carlton went 4 innings. Nahar, on in relief, has looked very sharp, retiring 6 in a row since he's entered into this game. Gibbs waits, and looks at a fastball way outside. 1-1. Gibbs, Fisher, and Orr, the formidable heart of this lineup, due for the Pioneers. 3-4-5. The 1-1, and a topper, kind of a swinging foul. Off somebody's foot, it most likely was the catcher, Luke's. Live from the Logos broadcast booth, my name's Carson Trail. Stop into Logos, and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There's no job too big or small for Logos, located in downtown Gary. Isaiah Gibbs in a 1-2 count waits. Now the pitch, slider, and a smash hit foul. Hooked down the third baseline. Still strike 2. Gibbs today has done just as much with his arm as he has done with his bat. He drove in a run back in the first, one of 2 hits total for the Pios, as the 1-2 is popped up. Got the hanging slider and out into shallow center field. The second baseman, looking up into the dusky twilight, Jackson reaches up, and he makes the 2-handed catch. Not this time for Isaiah Gibbs. Last of the 7th, 4-3 Pioneers. Garrett Fisher now, a guy who has the power to change that with 1 swing. He has reached base twice today, albeit once by a hit by pitch and once by a walk. Tyson Carlton was really, really wild as Fisher swings the first pitch and fouls it off to the right side out of play. Carlton walked 6 and hit 3 to only 3 strikeouts in 4 innings, and yet somehow he escaped only having allowed the 4 runs. Here's Nahar dealing, and a late swing and a foul back again. Another fastball to Fisher. Manages to spoil it, 0-2. Fisher, batting right-handed, waits. Now the pitch, breaking ball, popped in the air out toward shallow right center field. Racing out, Jackson. Now coming in the right fielder, Calder, and he reaches down to make a thigh-high catch. That one was hit out into pretty much no man's land. Calder showing no sign of fatigue on that play after he started out pitching yesterday. And that'll bring up Aiden Orr. 2 straight flyouts to start this frame, and Orr, who is hitless through his first 3 at-bats, trying to get things going. The pitch is a swing and a miss on a slider. That was kind of down on the lower part of the strike zone. 0-1. Orr has hit well in his young Pios career as he swings and checks his swing. Little dribbler out toward third base, charged by Garcia. He snaps the throw across his body to first in time. 1, 2, 3 go the Pios. That's 9 in a row retired by Nahar. As we head to the 8th, Reese Francis back to the mound with a 1-run lead. 4-3 the Pios are ahead on the West Coast scoreboard.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scottsbluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
You know, Floyd's Truck Center began with a single operation in Scottsbluff. Today, the company serves the trucking industry with 9 locations, and at all 9, you will find service departments with factory-trained technicians, fully stocked parts departments, and knowledgeable staff. So when you're on the road in Sydney, Cheyenne, Casper, Gillette, Rock Springs, Rapid City, Fort Pierre, or Belgrade, Montana, service and convenience are just ahead with Floyd's Truck Center.
It's time to change up your pizza nights because Papa Murphy's now offers calzones. Whether you try their Buffalo Ranch chicken, pepperoni, and mozzarella or create your own, each one is hand-braided and filled with the freshest ingredients tucked into their scratch-made dough. Then you bake it to golden perfection so you can enjoy it hot out of your oven. It's the perfect addition to every take-and-bake occasion. So get your hands on a calzone today from Papa Murphy's. Order now at papamurphys.com.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
8th inning, 4-3. The Pioneers are still out in front, and it's up to Reese Francis to preserve that lead. He had a 1-2-3 7th inning, and he returns to the mound facing Derek Lukes, the powerful catcher. Francis' first pitch is hit hard on the ground up the middle. Lehman has it. He shuffles, settles himself, and throws him out at first. So Lukes today has grounded out for the 3rd time today, and he's paid just about everybody on the infield to visit. The only exception being Asensio. Ground out to the second baseman Orr in the 1st, to third base in the 3rd, and now to shortstop here in the 8th. He's 0 for 4. Now Mateo Garcia. After getting an RBI single, he too has been hitless since then, and he takes a fastball away. Garcia is still dangerous. He doubled yesterday and is a competent power hitter. The 1-0 pitch is a swing and a miss. Pulled the string beautifully that time on the changeup. 1-1. Pios leading by 1 here in the 8th. Reese Francis, after a quick first out, trying to set down Garcia. Here's the windup, and another swinging strike. 2 straight changeups. And both beauties by Reese Francis. One ball, 2 strikes, bases empty, 1 man out. Francis kicks and deals, and it is outside with a fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one not particularly close. That was in the opposite batter's box. The 2-2 on the way. Inside, it nearly hits him. Tried the inside corner on a fastball, and instead the count is 3-2. Reese Francis would hate to put the tying run on base here, at least without making him earn it. Here's the payoff. Swing and a foul straight back. That was a challenged fastball. And I do think that the batter Garcia, I think he'll want that one back. Francis, the 3-2 again, is strike 3 called. A cut fastball right on the outside corner. Beautiful execution from Francis to notch his 2nd strikeout. Eighth inning, the BJs running out of outs, looking to avoid a series sweep. They had a 4-game winning streak to open their year, snapped yesterday by the Pios. And now they are down to their final 4 outs. River Jackson, the hitter now, as he takes a breaking ball down around the knees, but Francis that time did not get the call. Right-hander against right-hander. Reese Francis working from the windup. Here's the pitch. And that one's right in there at the knees, a changeup. Jackson kind of cocked his head and saying, I don't know. 1-1. Here's Francis pitching, and a breaking ball. Kind of backed Jackson out of the box, although it didn't miss the inside part of the plate by all that much. Maybe by 3 or 4 inches. 2-1. Infield playing straight away. The outfield playing regular depth. The wind blowing in from left field, causing Burkhoff to play a bit shallower than usual. There's a called strike with a fastball on the inside corner. So Reese Francis trying to conclude his second clean inning. Francis winds and he throws. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A slider sets down Jackson for the second time today. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Francis as we head to the last of the 8th inning. The Pios with a chance to get some insurance runs when we get back. 4-3 they lead on the West Coast scoreboard.
Why bank at a local community bank? When you choose a local community bank, you keep money in our local economy. That money helps support local jobs, schools, and businesses. Money that helps fund a stronger and prosperous community for us all to enjoy and live in. At Platte Valley Bank, we are here to help build and support the community we love being a part of. We believe that together, we can make great things happen. Platte Valley Bank.
Who is Hydrotex? Hydrotex manufactures and distributes over 300 different high-performance lubricants, including fuel conditioners, hydraulic and transmission fluid, and more. We've been helping customers improve their operations for more than 80 years with products made in the USA. We sell directly to customers and can even deliver right to your door to offer excellent service and value. Our products are made to exceedingly extend drain and grease intervals to reduce maintenance and labor costs to improve the budget. Whether you're in a factory, farm fleet, or like to go fast, Hydrotex is here to help. Visit your local Hydrotex dealer in person or online today.
Selling PJ Texas trailers in a wide variety of sizes, as well as offering a full-service welding shop, Ryan's Welding. As we are in the last of the 8th inning, Griffin Robinson, Jacob Lang, and Michael Asensio up for the Pioneers. The bats have been literally silent since the 3rd inning. They have not gotten any hits since a one-out single by James Lehman, and even that was an infield hit. Their only piece of hard contact that has been written as anything other than an out-in-the-box score has been Isaiah Gibbs, his RBI single, and he's really been a difference maker in this game. 4-3, the Pios ahead by 1 as Griffin Robinson up against Adrian Nahar. Swings at the first pitch and comes up empty on a first pitch slider, 0-1. Robinson, Lang, and Asensio, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. 3 right-handers up against Nahar. There's a swing and a little dribbler hit foul. 0-2. The Liberal BJs and the Western Nebraska Pioneers. The BJs 4-1. They are a very established program. 65 MLB players in their long and illustrious 73 years of existence. Here's the pitch. And Robinson swings and misses on a breaking ball in the dirt. Corralling it, Lukes. He goes inside the baseline and throws to first in time. So Robinson strikes out for the second time today, and he's now 0-2. So up next, Jacob Lang. Lang, 0-2, with a reach on air and a hit by pitch. The first offering from Nahar is a breaking ball, skied in the air out towards shallow left field. The shortstop yielding to Barger, the left fielder, and he dives and he can't get it. He lost it in the lights, and he severely misjudged it. Lang is heading towards second, but the throw zips right by him. He's going to take the turn and head to third, where the ball is finally picked up near the warning track by Schofield, the first baseman. So Lang ends up at third. That is going to be a single and a dreadful two-base error by Barger, the left fielder. He skipped the cutoff man, and had the throw been a timely one, he likely would have had Lang out at second base by plenty. But after he rushed the throw, it went right by Jackson covering the bag and zipped all the way to the fence. So after all that, Lang is at third base. And now Asensio, and he wears one right between the numbers. On the first pitch, Asensio gets hit by the pitch for a seventh time today, or the seventh time this season, and the fourth time for the Pios today. So a painful yet oddly convenient way to set up the double play ball for Adrian Nahar. Asensio aboard ahead of McCollum. Now time is called as they'll have a mound visit here. All the infielders and the assistant coach, Kelby Tomlinson, out. Trans Systems, it's a sweet hall in this sweet community. Visit driveteamgreen.com for Trans Systems. So with the mound visit here, we'll kind of give you a lay of the land so far in terms of what the Pioneers can expect next. The Game Day Angels pay a visit for the final game of their road trip tomorrow. The game time set to begin at 4:35 p.m. Mountain Time. Tyler Bryant gets the ball. It is Hiram's birthday. There will be cake. There will be a plethora of mascots on the scene. And there will be fun. Here's Hunter McCollum. The first pitch is a called strike at the knees. 0-1. After that, Monday is off for the Pios, and then they embark on their first real road trip of the year. 4 days, 5 games to the state of Colorado, beginning with the doubleheader against the Cage Rats of Colorado Springs. Runners at the corners, one man out. Here's the pitch. The runner at first takes off and then stutter steps to stop, and a breaking ball taken down and away by McCollum. 1-1. Lang at third after the single and the dreadful error. The second of the game for the BJs, and Michael Asensio at first. McCollum, an opportunity to drive in a run without getting a hit, and he checks his swing and misses. Very clearly broke the plane on a sinking fastball. It's 1-2. James Lehman on deck. He'd be next if McCollum were to stay out of the double play. Corners in, middle pinched. The second baseman Jackson and the shortstop May playing toward the middle. The third baseman Garcia in front of the baseline. Here's the pitch, and McCollum takes, just a bit high. The Scottsbluff native ready to see another pitch. 2-2. The single in the air snapped a streak of 10 straight hitters for Adrian Nahar that he's retired, and that's gone downhill since then. A hit by pitch, and now runners at the corners. 4-3 the Pios lead. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up out into shallow center field. Kaiser angling in on it. He's there and he makes the catch. Tagging at third and bluffing on the throw is Jacob Lang. The catcher has not run well, especially today. And unfortunately for McCollum, it is an unproductive out. The Pios looking for some insurance here. 4-3. They are leading as James Lehman the opportunity to drive that runner in. James Lehman, 1 for 2 with a single and 2 walks. This will be his first time facing Nahar, who has been so sharp. 2 outs, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got something extra on that fastball. Viaero Wireless, hometown roots, global reach. Viaero Wireless in Scottsbluff. Bottom of the 8th inning, 4-3, the Pios lead. Asensio at first, Lang at third. Trying to get a crucial insurance run. Here's the kick and pitch. And a swing and a pop-up in shallow left field. Racing in Barger toward the line. He calls everybody off now, loses it, and it falls in foul ground. Not by much. Owen Barger has really been struggling. The floodlights are shining directly down, but with the evening sky quickly fading from twilight to dusk. He kind of looked up and said, hey, I can't even see it. Fortunately for him, though, it fell in foul ground, so it's 0-2 to James Lehman. The Pioneers have gotten quite their share of breaks today. An error to score a run, a multitude of hit-by pitches, a botched first and third play. The 0-2 to Lehman on the way, and he swings and misses. Strike three. Chased a slider down and in. And the side is retired. The Pios finally get their third hit, but they are unable to cash in with runners at the corners and only one out. As we head now to the ninth, they will try to seal the series sweep when we get back. 4-3, they lead on the West Coast scoreboard.
Are today's interest rates holding you back from buying a home of your own? Hi, my name is Jennifer Yurdialis, and I'm a loan officer at Castle & Cook Mortgage. I'm excited to introduce our newest promotion, Simplify. With Simplify, you can buy a home today and refinance later without our lender fees. This promotion is active for 36 months after you purchase your new home through us, giving you time and flexibility to refinance when it's right for you. If you're ready to make the leap into home ownership, give me a call at 308-220-0503.
Jennifer Yurdialis, NMLS ID 1059626. Not all who apply will qualify. Equal housing lender, Castle & Cook Mortgage, LLC. NMLS ID 12651.
Fender bender, hailstorm, couldn't stop on the ice in time? After everyone is safe, Scottsbluff Body and Paint should be the first call you make. There isn't a better shop in the area. Our highly skilled team is experienced at performing all auto body repair and paint jobs. Stop by anytime and speak to one of our technicians, and we'll do a full inspection to show you just how little our repair services will cost you. Our work is not complete until your car is safe and you're on the road again. Call today, Scottsbluff Body and Paint, 225-6408.
Out Runza's Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger. Whew, that's a tongue twister. Say that 5 times fast.
Runza's Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger. Runza's Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger.
No, I didn't actually.
Runza's Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger.
Try Runza's Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger with barbecue sauce, jalapenos, bacon, pepper jack cheese, and crispy onion strips.
Runza's Spicy Barbecue Bacon Burger. Runza's Spicy
Because
Barbecue
from the way we make it to the way it makes you feel, Runza makes it all better.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
Ninth inning here at Oregon Trail Park from the Logos broadcast booth. My name is Carson Trail. The Pios taking a 4-3 lead into the top of the ninth inning despite being out hit 7-3. Paul Panduro, the hometown kid and the closer on the mound, facing these 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Panduro this year has thrown 2 innings, allowing 4 walks, 2 hits, and striking out 6. He's a guy who really thrives in these high adrenaline, high energy situations. And now we'll get to see him in a save situation for the first time. Panduro, the big right-hander, up against Jackson Schofield, Owen Barger, and then Colton Kaiser. Schofield, the first baseman today, drew a walk, and that is his only time reaching base this series. He's making his debut today against the Pios in Game 2. The left-handed batter against Panduro. Panduro deals and misses a little bit outside with the fastball. 1-0. Panduro, infield's playing straight away in a 4-3 ball game. The pitch, up and away, 2 balls and no strikes. There will be some times where Panduro gets a little bit erratic. And here against the BJs, you cannot afford to give them free bases. 4-3, a 1-run lead here in the ninth. Panduro deals his 2-0 pitch. A called strike, a perfectly placed fastball at the knees. And while Schofield did not agree, the count is now 2-1. Panduro kicks and deals. And that one, I don't know where that missed. If the first one was called a strike, a bit outside perhaps, by a couple of inches at most. 3 balls and 1 strike. Leadoff walks matter so much in 1-run games, especially for closers. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss. A high fastball, and Schofield might have just chased ball 4. That was a violent hack He tried to send that ball about 400 feet down the right field line. Panduro, his payoff pitch. He kicks and he deals, and a swing and a miss. He struck him out. The slider on the outside corner. Schofield is set down, and Panduro comes back from the hitter's count to get the first out here in the ninth. So now Owen Barger, right-hander against right-hander. Barger 1 for 3 today with a single and an out at the plate. The pitch, up and in with the fastball, ball 1. Panduro trying to get his first save in front of the hometown fans on this Saturday evening at Oregon Trail Park. Barger waits as Panduro deals, and that one's in there on the inside corner, 1-1. Trying to keep the bases empty ahead of the top of the order. To begin with, Colton Kaiser. Due up next. Here's the pitch. And a strike. A cut fastball on the inside corner. And it's 1-2. Panduro an opportunity to notch his second strikeout. He likes his sign. He nods. Now comes set. Here's the pitch. And it is up and in. Panduro wanted the call. Almost began to strut off the mound. But it's 2-2. Panduro deals. Swing and a miss. The curveball got him. 2 straight punch outs, and Owen Barger swung when that one was already in the glove of the catcher Lang. 2 straight strikeouts, and 2 are gone here in the ninth. The BJs down to their final out, and they have struck out 4 times in a row going back to the previous frame. Trying to change that and extend the inning is the tying run, Colton Kaiser. Kaiser hitless today, although he's been plunked once as he looks at a strike. That was the cut fastball on the inside corner. It's 0-1. Panduro, after falling behind the first man, has not looked back. Here's the pitch. Check swing, and he went around on the ball in the dirt. A slider, and it's 0-2. The hometown fans on their feet. The Pios 1 strike away from sweeping the series and taking a winning homestand. Panduro gazes out towards center field. A deep breath now is on the mound. He looks in. He likes his sign from Lang. The hitter choked up on his bat, Kaiser. The 0-2 is hit right back to Panduro on the mound. He's got it, jogging toward first. He underhands in time, and the ball game is over. Panduro, a perfect 9th inning, and the Pioneers are victorious, 4-3. 4 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error for the Pioneers. They are victorious for the 3rd straight game. 3 runs, 7 hits for the BJs, and 2 errors, and costly ones indeed. We'll be back with our Runs a Post-Game show. Thank you very much for joining us. If this is where you leave us, this has been Baseball on KNEB on the West Coast Scoreboard.
We love our communities and want to high-five those who live in them with our 5 for 5 CD promotion. Right now, we are offering 5.00% APY on new money 5-month certificates of deposits. Stop in to any branch and talk with a personal banker for this 5-tastic deal. We're local and we love our community. Riverstone Bank, member FDIC. The annual percentage yield is effective June 6, 2023 and is subject to change without notice. Penalties may apply for early withdrawal. A minimum $500 deposit is required to open. New money only. Interest compounded quarterly. Public and institutional funds are excluded. Will reprice upon renewal at the current 6-month CD rate.
Why not show it off? You take pride in your business, your team, your customers. Why not show it with help from Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery? Custom banners and flags are tremendous promotional tools, but they can also help you out with pins, magnets, koozies, and just about anything you can think of. If you have it in mind, Scottsbluff Screen Printing has many great options. They also build custom trophies, plaques, medals, and more. If you can say it, they can print it. Get in the zone with Scottsbluff Screen Printing, 1813 Broadway, Scottsbluff.
Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture in Scottsbluff supports the Western Nebraska Pioneers, treating your chiropractic needs from newborn to 100 years old. Dr. Levi Boland can treat all your hurts, pains, aches, and injuries. If you're experiencing pain in your head, neck, shoulders, arms, mid, or lower back, or down your legs, call for an appointment today. Advantage Chiropractic is also fully certified with Optum VA. If you know a veteran that needs chiropractic care, call Levi today. Advantage Chiropractic and Acupuncture, 308-633-1425. Go Pios.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
The Simmons Olson Law Firm has been a proud member of the Scottsbluff-Gearing community for decades. The 10 lawyers and 8 staff members are committed to the Panhandle. The Simmons Olson Law Firm sets the standard in legal representation to help you solve problems and provides help and monetary support to many organizations in our community, whether supporting our student athletes in schools or the many organizations that help those in need. The lawyers and staff of the Simmons Olson Law Firm are committed to making our communities thrive.
Allo is here to give you the FYI. Are your shows buffering? We know why. Are your games lagging? Don't deny. Are your work calls dropping? Here's the FYI. Your old school internet company can't keep up. They give it a try. Their network isn't enough. Don't get trapped in their gimmicks and lies. It's time to fiber your internet with Allo. Honest, local, and hassle-free is what we stand by. Experience Allo Internet. Visit allofiber.com/FYI.
Dooley Oil has been providing great service since 1968. You can find us located at 2475 10th Street in Gearing, with a total of 5 locations to serve Wyoming, Nebraska, and Colorado. Hi, this is Brian from Dooley Oil, letting you know that we have hydraulic, coolant, and engine oils, as well as grease in stock and on hand. Our drip oil and Blue Ribbon Death comes in a variety of sizes from 2.5s to totes. Delivery available. So for all your ag, commercial, lubricants, and fuel needs, trust the folks at Dooley Oil. Thank you for your patronage. Dooley Oil, committed to you.
Did you know 22 Americans die each day waiting for organ transplants, most of them for kidneys? The good news is that MatchingDonors.com is helping to change that. MatchingDonors.com is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that links organ donors with people in desperate need of kidneys and other transplants. And now you don't need to donate a kidney to save a life. You can donate your boat, car, or real estate, with 100% of the proceeds going to help save the lives of people needing organ transplants. Visit MatchingDonors.com or call 800-385-0422.
KNEB 960 AM and 100.3 FM.
It takes a lot to run your business, and a lot has changed. What hasn't changed is the professional partnership with your business in E&H CPAs and Management Consultants. When you include our team, we will develop a plan to assist you with your accounting, tax planning, valuation services, and even litigation support and exit planning. Then you can focus on day-to-day responsibilities. Troy Hilliard will guide your business into the future. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC. Innovative, trusted, proven. 308-633-6800.
Ready to step into homeownership? Platte Valley Bank can help you take advantage of every adventure. Whether you're building, buying, or moving up, we have the home loan to fit your needs. You have plans, goals, and dreams for your future home? Let our friendly mortgage lenders help guide you down the right path for the perfect home loan. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Community banking for you. At Team GMC, we promise you cannot buy the wrong vehicle. We want our customers to feel confident in their purchase decision. Most vehicles come with a 7-day, 500-mile, no-questions-asked guarantee. That's right. Most vehicle purchases come with a 7-day, 500-mile, no-questions-asked guarantee. Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks. You just can't buy the wrong vehicle. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC, we're professional grade.
Be the envy of the neighborhood with the new Green Mountain Grill from High Plains Spas and Recreation. In addition to Green Mountain Grills, High Plains Spas and Recreation also has the pellets, cooking spices, rib racks, smoking shelves, covers, and other accessories, as well as replacement parts. If they don't have what you need, they could get it. Yep, get a Green Mountain Grill and be that neighbor that's always admired for the wonderful, yummy barbecue smells. High Plains Spas and Recreation, open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 1725 East Overland in Scottsbluff.
At Russell's Automotive in Scottsbluff, they believe in providing the best auto repair services and warranties to their customers. That's why they're excited to announce their new coast-to-coast nationwide warranty through the Certified Auto Repair Network. With every repair they make, you'll receive a 36-month or 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor honored nationwide. Their ASE certified technicians use the latest diagnostic tools and equipment to make sure your car is running like new. And with their new nationwide warranty, you can travel worry-free knowing that you're covered no matter where you go. So come on down to Russell's Automotive in Scottsbluff today and experience the best in auto repair services and warranty. Call them now to schedule your appointment.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
Ask Travis Hawk about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
There are a ton of social networking websites, but one stands apart for a very special reason. This one saves lives. It's MatchingDonors.com. MatchingDonors.com links organ donors with people in need of kidney and other transplants. In the U.S., 19 people die each day waiting for an organ transplant, most of them for kidneys. If you've ever considered becoming a living organ donor, or if you have someone in need of an organ transplant, visit MatchingDonors.com. Home of the greatest gift of all, the gift of life. MatchingDonors.com.
It's time now for the Runza Post-Game Show, presented by Runza Restaurants. Runza makes a great stop before or after every game. Win or lose, Runza makes it all better.
Time now for our Runza postgame show. The Pioneers have won their third straight here at home, this one against the Liberal BJs. The game got off to kind of a tumultuous start for Landon Murray. A couple of errors, one by Aiden Orr, eventually allowed a couple of runs to come across the score. The score was 2-0 very quickly, and then an RBI single by Mateo Garcia really allowed the BJs to strike first for the second time in 2 games against the Pioneers. That was no problem for Murray, though, especially because his offense answered right back. An RBI single from Isaiah Gibbs, who also had a couple of outfield assists this game, and then a wild pitch and an E6. The Pioneers did well to capitalize on the BJ's mistakes here in the second game of 2. One more run was all they would need, though, with the game tied at 3. A trio of walks, in fact, and a kind of a weird double steal play. They did not record any hits in the inning, but they still got what would end up being the decisive 4th run. Once Landon Murray was removed from this game, Reese Francis threw 2 perfect innings, and then Paul Panduro got his first save. The final line score for the victorious Pioneers, 4 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 9 left on base. For the BJs, who fall to 4-2, the Pioneers 7-3, 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, and 7 left on base. The BJs, after starting out the season and their road trip hot, they have now fallen to 4-2. The time of the game is, of course, 2 hours and 13 minutes. The winning pitcher, Landon Murray. The losing pitcher is going to be Tyson Carlton. With the save, Paul Panduro, he picks up his first. And now we have a chance to get right into things with our Taco John's player of the game on our Runza postgame show. It is none other than Landon Murray, a good friend and somebody who might have just made his last outing in a Pioneers uniform. Landon, what does it mean to have been able to propel the team to a series sweep and put together one of your better performances this year?
It's a great feeling. This is a great group of guys, very talented, and it's just a super good feeling. I mean, I've always been a guy, just attack the offense, let your defense work, and these guys do a great job in doing that.
Yeah, you did your part in helping them out, though, a quartet of strikeouts to your name. Is that kind of, what's your mentality of being a strikeout guy? I know you like letting your defense work, but are you the kind of guy that will actively avoid pitching for the strikeout just for the sake of being more efficient?
Obviously every pitcher wants to be a strikeout guy, but I just like hitting my spots and filling up the zone. And if you can just make your pitches, and if I get a strikeout, great. But if I get a ground ball, I'm just as happy with that.
Yeah, and all's well that ends well as well. I believe you have escaped this season with no earned runs allowed.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, 10 innings pitched, no earned runs coming into this game. and then no earned runs allowed through 6 innings today. So now that it's very likely that you're taking off after this, I guess what's one thing you'll miss? I know you haven't been with us for very long, but do you have anything?
I'm just going to miss being with these guys. I mean, they're a great group to be around, great personalities. They make playing this game fun. So I think that, the biggest thing I want to miss is just being on the field, hanging out with them in the dugout, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure that they're going to miss you too. Also, the presence that you've been on the mound the past 3 outings, your stay, however brief. What are your plans after this?
I'm just going to go home, back to Houston, Texas, work out, train for the summer, and get ready for the fall with my school.
Get ready to get it going. Well, we'll certainly miss you, and the team will miss you, and, well, we're thankful for the work that you've put in so far. Once again, the Pioneers victorious in this one 4-3, in no small part because of the Taco John's Player of the Game, Landon Murray. The Player of the Game is brought to you by Taco John's of Scottsbluff and Gering. Make Taco John's a game day tradition by unwrapping the original before or after every game. Landon, thank you very much for joining us. This has been our Runza postgame show. Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gering, Chadron, and Alliance. Thank you very much for joining us. This has been Pioneers Baseball on KNEB. Tomorrow's contest to begin at 4:35 p.m. Mountain Time, with the pregame show to commence 15 minutes prior. Tyler Bryant will get the mound, or will get the ball, and he will be on the mound as the Pioneers hope to play for a undefeated homestand. They have won 3 in a row and 2 straight against the very talented Liberal BJs. Once again, the Pioneers victorious 4-3. We'll be back tomorrow evening on this Sunday afternoon. And good night to all the good people of Scottsbluff, Gering, and Terrytown. I'm Carson Trail from the Logos broadcast booth. Good night on KNEB.